Nice and easy, brother. All right, yeah. So I have none aces. I have none aces. I have none parents. We are still like where we were last week is kind of where we still are. That all that good old free time to play with Musume that I thought was maybe going to exist just kind of hasn't. But it's okay because now we have like 4 dedicated hours or something like that, like 3.5 dedicated hours to just play horse game. So that's good. Maybe I can actually get some shit built. I think plan is to start with Christmas Ogre, actually. I think at first I was like, surely I should start with Dober because I want Dober to be the parent for my Ogre and for my Tama, right? So it's like I'll start with Dober. At this point, I'm not even sure I'm gonna have 3 aces complete, and Dober is the lowest priority, okay? So I think we're just gonna start with Christmas Ogre and hope for the best. I don't know what parent I'm gonna do though. Click the career button, bro. Okay, hold on. I do actually have to do one thing before I click the career button. I know. No, I understand. I get it. I have no idea how much stamina Christmas Ogre needs for this fucking CM. All right. I know late surgers, you can get away with shit like this. It's even less on Christmas Ogre, right? He's popping domain. It's even less, okay? It's important. Ogre cap, Christmas, Ashen Miracle. Let's say that she's just got like 3 white skills. Like she's rocking like Be Still and Corner Recovery and triple sevens, right? She's a late surge. She's on awful mood. She's getting double murmured pretty much. What does this look like? Am I missing something? Why is this worse? Oh, because triple sevens is activating after the spurt. I see. Yeah, triple sevens is activating after the spurt, so the ult is activating after the spurt. That's kind of fake though. It's like what? It's 50 meters, 30 meters. After like she's still full spurting, even if I did not mean to open Archives of Nethys. My bad. Champions meeting event. It's 23 meters. Yeah. So she's full spurting. Like when you don't full spurt, your target speed gets set a lot lower. But in those 23 minutes, you're not feeling those consequences yet. So let's swap out something that isn't triple sevens, something that will activate actually before the late race, and then we can figure it out that way. What's like another white skill, man? What the fuck? I can't think of another white skill. Still no ace. Yeah. What the fuck is another white recovery? Sure, yeah, Ignited Spirit Stamina. Triple sevens? No. I want one that happens before the late race so that the CM, the simulator doesn't get confused. Alright, that is more like it. That is still interesting. I guess because you have, also this is on Ogre, this is 1200. There's like no, but it's assuming it activates anyway. This is less than it was for the Dober, wasn't it? This is a little odd. Because the Dober just had 1 gold recovery, which was 5.5%. This is like 4.5 plus 3, and it should be a lot more, no? I think this is worse than it was for the Dober. Like if we just go back, to Mejiro Dober. I think I went too hard to win last CM. I think the Mant burnout is seeping in. I mean, the extent to which you were fucking grinding last time is definitely not... I mean, it's just not something you can maintain for anything ever, right? Yeah, why is her spurt rate... Oh, her survival rate's a lot worse, I guess. But like, why is her spurt rate better? That is interesting. This is just less stamina, you know? I'm a little confused by that, I'm not gonna lie to you. Unless one of these is not activating. It worked out, though. I got Saiyan to win. That's all we... I mean, now maybe you chill out a little bit. Hold up. Where the fuck is Corner Recovery? There it is. Ignited Spirit Stamina doesn't have, like, a position requirement, doesn't it? Yeah. This is odd. I feel like she should be... The Dober was at 86%. I know her survival rate's a lot better, but still, she should have more stamina going into the late race, no? Any idea why this is happening like this? She's not getting... I mean, they're both late surgers. It's not like she's getting hit by, like, more debuffs or something. Your gut's kind of low, I guess. No, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. This exact same stat line on Medjaro Dober with a gold recovery has a higher spurt rate. Where Dober with a gold recovery is getting 5.5% and she is getting 8%. So I'm not sure. I'm not talking about the number. I'm talking about the relative number. It's 3 skills. Is it? Oh, I guess, is it factor? Do I have the wit check on? That would make sense. Oh, I do have the wit check on. Okay. Yeah. It's because I have the wit check on. That makes sense. If I turn this off. Because, like, I mean, you're kind of assuming this shit hits, right? Okay. Yeah. Right. I thought I had the wit check off already. No, I have the wit. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that tracks. It's the fact that there is a chance you don't. There's more of a chance of missing the recoveries, I guess. Yes, I mean, this is where the question becomes: Is it worth ever getting a 4th recovery and potentially fucking up your activation? They give you a watch streak button for anything when you're under 10. So true. I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's worth, right? Yeah. There's no like even kind of good activator, like something could maybe like activate, like it could activate late and do some shit. I mean, it'll be like Ignited Spirit Stamina, but we don't have that, right? Yeah, I think you just go with this. I think what I'm gonna do though, I think what I'm gonna say is like, Ogre is not winning this shit if she doesn't hit her ult anyway. Like, there's always just going to be an 80% chance that she fumbles, right? That's okay. That's why we're running 3 aces this time instead of 1. I think I want to turn the skill wit check off and see, assuming she hits her 3 recoveries, what is her spurt rate? You know what I mean? Mid-game ult's kind of goated for securing 5th and connecting the duel. The thing is, securing 5th is worse than activating the ultimate at a good moment, right? But I guess you could then argue you're getting good value out of the target speed. How's it going? I finished my Open League CM 14 aces a couple days ago. Oh, nice. Yeah, I am very behind. Like, hitting 5th is worse than just hitting the ult at a good time. Yeah? Like, this, like, activating this in the Excel zone is significantly better than hitting, arguably? No, not arguably. Like, if you're talking about acceleration, like, this is, like, twice as good. It's the magnitude is twice as good, and like, the whole thing is twice as good. You can stack with Redshift? True. I mean, but you could also do that without hitting this, right? So I don't think the question would be like the thing that obviously it's not in a vacuum. Like this, the acceleration from this is better than the acceleration from moving past. Is my point, right? But it is true that if you activate it mid race, you're getting target speed value, right? You are getting target speed value if you activate it in the mid race, which is, you know, very real and true, which you're not getting. What I'm saying is the value is in the position secure. I think the value is in, because the position secure, the value of the position secure is for, I mean, I guess you're saying the duel? But yeah, I mean, yeah, you need to be, probably you need to be 4th or 5th, right? But yeah, having the target speed value is pretty nice, right? Because there is a lot of... Now, the argument is, though, this is 12 seconds. You still get some residual target speed. Yeah, like, you're probably accelerating for 6 seconds. Like, you still get 6 seconds of, like, activating it in the Excel zone. You get the full acceleration value, and you still probably get, like, 6 seconds, roughly, of target speed. So it'd be kind of, like, potentially giving up the acceleration, let's call it half the time, maybe, to get 12 seconds of target speed value instead of... I feel like that's probably not super worth it, but then so in a vacuum, no, right? Like it's obviously better to trigger it in the Excel zone, but the big thing that this like other strategy would have is consistency, right? Like if we could slap like a 4th recovery on her, like 777s obviously would be the one in this case, right? If we could slap a 3rd recovery on her, then suddenly she's like, I mean, even if I turn the skill wit check on, it'll be the same thing, right? Ignore this, the spurt rate, it's still confused in 777s, but like, because if like she misses Ignited Spirit Stamina, then 777s doesn't pop at the right time. But yeah, she's basically, like, the consistency is what you would gain out of this. Which is, like, you would more consistently get something that is a little worse sometimes, versus, like, much more consistently, right? Again, the odds that you miss 2 of your 4 recoveries here is like 3%. The odds that you miss 1 of your 3 recoveries is like 20%. So it's significantly more consistent for something that is definitely worse sometimes, right? You know what? Ah, shit. The more I think about it, I kind of like it too because B still is not guaranteed. Like, the conditions on B still are not guaranteed. Because you have to be in the back half of the pack in the early race. I see you're also cramming aces. I'm a Krogray tourist, but I seem to side with the 4 recovery team over the 3 recovery team. Generally, if you can find a good reason to run 4 recoveries, you want to do it, is what I'll say. As not a Krogray tourist, I will concur with you there. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, there is actually probably a reason here. Because B still is not guaranteed, even ignoring the wit check. You have to be in 5th or worse. Is that right? That's what order rate 50% would be in CM, yeah? B still. Yeah, so like, that'll happen most of the time, right? But if you're in a very late heavy lobby, or if there's, I mean, people are running end closers in this shit too, right? So like this it could not happen. It could not happen. Like there are going to be like a non-insignificant amount of races where like this thing doesn't even meet its condition, or meeting its condition is like RNG dependent, right? Like if you have a really good start, or if like people around you in your position late start or something, this might not happen like that. So, okay. Now the question becomes, what? Obviously, Ignited Spirit stamina will be nice, but it's not like I can just pull that shit out of a hat. What 4th recovery do we use? Like these 3 are, this is a lock, right? Be still, corner recovery, 777s. Awesome. What is the 4th recovery? I don't know. I don't know. It could be an inherit. Or you could grab something like Superior Heal and just go extremely overkill, right? Fighting Spirit is not a bad one. That's genuinely, no, that's not a lull. That's true. I mean, that's definitely the kind of thing you look out for in rival races, right? I forgot about Fighting Spirit. Yeah. That's a really good point. Right? We don't really care about the magnitude of the recovery. We just want a recovery. Yeah, definitely look out for this from rival races. This is mediums too, right? So it's perfect. I mean, you do have to be between 6th and 4th. I guess it's not perfect, but again, it's just another thing. Oh wait, actually no. This has more conditions to it than I thought. You have to be engaged in a challenge, and you have to be 6th and 4th in the mid race on a medium. Like it's not like it's never gonna happen, but this is actually more restricted than I would have thought. Okay. Still, an interesting choice. Something to consider if you get it through. Oh, Radiant Star. Glittering Star / Radiant Star. Oh, that's the 4th recovery. Oh, that's like always. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that can activate way too late. Right? That can activate way too late. But I think that's probably not a bad idea, right? Because odds are, like, let's say that it can activate anywhere from 1200 to 2400, right? If it activates anywhere from 1200 to like, if it activates anywhere from 1200 to like 1700, it's not so bad. Yeah, it's an idea. It's an idea. Just Pace Ogre saves some headache. I don't think it's as good, man. I think Pace Ogre is worse. It's easier to build, but I think it's worse. Radiant Star's not a bad idea. Fighting Spirit's not a horrible idea. I mean, Pace strategy, unironically, is not bad. Like, this does happen a lot, right? Getting, like, this one is very consistent. Just getting passed by a guy in the mid-race happens, like, all the goddamn time. Soft Step? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, Soft Step could definitely do it. Yeah. So there's a lot of, like, rival race hits. Pace strategy is good. There's also a one, you can get Pace strategy from one of the events, right? Soft Step is good. Fighting Spirit is not quite as good, but it could still work. There's no, like, reasonable way to get these in a deck, right? Yeah, not in any way that isn't, like, inting yourself, basically, for Pace strategy. For Soft Step, that's like a Teo thing, isn't it? It's like a Teo exclusive. Soft Step? No, it's not. It's not a Teo exclusive. Still, though, none cards that I'm super interested in running, personally. Yeah, so there's a lot of rival race hits at the very least. Definitely prioritize those medium rival races really hard, right? Yeah, so it looks like the idea is, ideally, you'd want to hit Soft Step or Pace strategy. If you don't, you know, maybe you can hit Fighting Spirit. Worst case, you can always grab Glittering Star. You know? You can always grab Glittering Star. It's not ideal, but it also does provide some high roll potential. Like, it's less consistent, but it's also, was there a scenario event that has Soft Step? Apparently not. I know you can get Pace strategy, right? And I've seen that one before. It's with Medra Orion and someone else. Yeah. I know you can get that. Okay, so it's not too hard. And then be still, if we don't care about the Agama Sen, then the Satono Diamond card should give us that like all the time. So now, okay, so now the question becomes, right? If let's say I have Soft Step. Right, I've got Soft Step, I've got all 4 of these. Let's keep the skill wit check on. Right? Oh, okay, let me ignore, let me put 777s with something that is not after the late race starts. Okay, yeah, so now this is the number I care about now. So now, this is getting hit by 2 murmurs. So this means I can I do like, there's no way I can do this, right? Like, this is awful mood getting hit by 2 murmurs. You might just get U equals MA squared. No, you wouldn't. The reason for that is the position requirement on U equals MA squared. 3rd or 4th in the mid race, it could happen, but like, if you're running a late surger, this is unlikely in this, like, you know, paces are good in the CM, fronts are good in the CM. There's no reason to believe that you're going to consistently be hitting 3rd or 4th in the mid race for U equals MA squared, right? This is nice for pace ogre. I mean, you could, but it's definitely not worth giving up an inherit, right? It's like B still doesn't work. Maybe U equals MA squared covers that. I mean, B still is early game. This is mid game. B still is more, like, the early game is more, it's less stable, right? Because there's late starts, there's, like, you know, pace, PDM chains, things like that. In the mid-race, your positioning is, you know, and this is after a position keep is over, to be fair, but, like, this is a bad recovery for this, basically. Like, it's not like it couldn't work, but I think there's, like, 4 or 5 better 4th recoveries, right? Like, that's worse than Radiant Star. Radiant Star is better than that. Soft Step is better than that. Pace Strategy is better than that. Fighting Spirit is better than that, probably. So, what does this look like? Honestly, brother, I mean, I kind of hate that, but I don't, it's not too far off. Like, if we did, like, 650. Dude, yeah. What the hell? Oh, my. Okay, so, yeah, it's a little bit of a threshold. Dude, I'm totally okay with this. For awful moods, wit check on, getting hit by 2 murmurs, basically. 81% spurt rate on 625 stamina and less than 600 guts. Okay, so you can really, this is like, it's hard to get less stamina than this in Mance, genuinely. Like, this is like, I need to get rid of, like, all Stam Sparks and just run Rico. And like, Rico and Mance, you hit this. Like, you're gonna hit this by accident, right? Okay, that's good to know. So we need a new parent. Let me think, what parent do I have that I can run for Christmas Ogre is a very good question. Like, what parent do I currently have that I can run for her? Survival 30%. Survival rate is kind of fake, right? She's dying 14 meters away from the goal. This is nothing. Survival rate, like, is pretty not real, right? She's dying 14 meters away from the goal. You know what that means? That means she's gonna lose out on, like, I mean, it can make a difference, but you decelerate when you run out of, you know what, let's talk about it. I think this is actually something that doesn't get talked about quite enough, right? Where is, it talks about let me talk about decel. Oh, Anuma will decelerate. No, above the target speed. Not quite what I'm looking for. Deceleration. Out of HP, you lose negative 1.2 meters per second squared, right? As you're decelerating. That means, like, if you're dying 14 meters away from the goal, you're like, it's like less than a second. So you are going to like it's like negative 1.2 times 0.5 times 1 or something like that, right? Basically. Yeah, you're gonna lose out on, like, this isn't nothing. This is also, like, in the moments where you die. You're losing out on, like, a quarter of a length. It's not nothing, but it's not the biggest deal in the world, really. Will she lose to dueling, though? That is, I don't know how this takes, I don't have dueling on, but I'm also not sure that it'll assume, I don't know how it figures that shit out. That does take things down a little bit. Right? You know what? Dueling is actually the, yeah, she loses 40 meters per second. Oh, no, for failed velocity. Never mind. That's failed spurt velocity. Dueling is, we do want to actually have a lot of HP, even close to the goal. If dueling is important, then we care about survival rate a little more, don't we? We can still, I mean, keep in mind, this is still awful mood, right? Dueling can happen and someone in that state could just keep pushing. No, dueling will end if you go below 5% HP. It will, right? Dueling will end if you go below 5% HP. I think I'm okay with not getting great value out of my duels if I get double murmured, though. Right? You have to remember this is getting hit by a double murmur. We can aim for a little higher, But like if you assume for a second that we're getting, for example, single murmured instead of double murmured, right? Then this jumps up like massively.
Attractive.
Chris's Ogre exit dueling, but opponent keeps going? True. Yo, Bob S. Millie? Bob Smilly, perhaps? Thank you for the prime. Much appreciated. Yeah, so I think that is fair. That's fair. It is something to think about. I guess aiming higher in the case, so like when we're on awful mood and we get double murmured, we still want to get max value out of our duels. We'd aim a little bit higher on stamina, but I think you can get away with this shit. You know what I mean? I think you can get away with this. Dueling is not necessarily the primary win con. It's a nice extra thing to have. And again, this is like I'm being very, very negative in this scenario. I'm assuming awful mood and double murmur. So I think I'm still okay with it. But yeah, somewhere between 625 and 650. Again, I think you can pretty much get that. I mean, damn near with no stamina sparks, right? Primary win con is lights. Yeah, my time is valuable. That is true. My HP is valuable. Lights. I don't know that I really am going to have... I think the most important thing I want really is a medium spark. Like, I don't know that I really have a inherit that I'm super interested in here. 6-7? So true. Like, Ryan, I guess, but this is a horrible... I hate this. Like, if I had a good Ryan, I wouldn't mind the inherit. The medium sparks coming from this feel like the most important thing. Guts or power? Yeah. I mean, this Maya is fine, I guess. We can have this be the only bit of stamina sparks we have. She does have a 3-star medium on her. She has a nimble nav hint. It's not the best thing in the world, but she has some power sparks and she has a 3-star medium. I think this is probably good enough, considering I just don't have a great parent for this, genuinely. Right? Yeah, the rest of these are not super useful in terms of their sparks, but... Then you need a red Maru? Yeah. So we'll find a red Maru that has no stam sparks. I have one that has a little bit right now for the other two. Hello, Chronogenesis? Is it down? There we go. Let's grab a red Maru that has none stam sparks. Just give me like fucking 9-star power, genuinely. And like 3-star on the legacy medium. And you don't have to have your supports uncapped at all, don't mind me. And then filter max followers. And let's just see what you give me. Yeah, I mean that works. High grade bonus, so it's a fucking jump off a cliff here. PTO, sure. TS Climax, this is stamina and wit. Is that what that does again? Umastan? I don't mind an Umastan. Not gonna see me complaining about it. Umastan is definitely nice. We would like to have Umastan if possible. Stam and guts? Oh, hell no. For Christmas Ogre? Oh, hell no. This seems fine to me. Yeah. 2-star Umastan and the kind of stat line I'm looking for. It seems good enough. High grade bonus too, so presumably that medium spark will actually have a decent chance of hitting. Oh, they have a Christmas Ogre thing themselves. Look at that. Stam guts. Alright, so then we just do this. Oh fuck, I forget which one it was. It was 3-star power, 3-star medium. Yeah, I think it's you. Yeah, very sad. I remember the name. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, they have Fighting Spirit too. Wait, that's nice. Oh, Uma stands on the gold ship. Okay, that's a little unfortunate. That is a little unfortunate. We seeing more Invincible tonight, Brick, or is it just straight haunts? It's probably straight haunts. I mean, I'm in a bad way with this horse game, man. It would be nice to have Umastan. Counterpoint, Umastan does make B still less consistent. Though obviously Umastan is still really nice to have. But yeah, I mean, PTO, sure. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world. We can take this. I'm okay with this. A little bit of Stam Spark means we're probably fine. Okay, so now the question becomes, what fuck, man? What fuck? I feel like I don't need you. Fast and Furious is nice. I do like Fast and Furious. I do like Fast and Furious. What do I want to borrow? Because do I like Fast and Furious enough that I want to basically bring a card that I'm probably never going to click? I feel like I would rather bring your wit card version instead, maybe. Or I'd rather, yeah, I'd probably rather like put Rico right here and then borrow another because this wit card kind of stinks. She's giving me Be Still, which is nice, but she kind of stinks. And we're not worried about the Agamasen here. We actually, even if we get Lion Wage, we're not taking it. We just want Be Still. So yeah, I feel like I'd rather bring a third wit card. Put Rico here and bring like, I don't fucking know, man. Fine Mo, maybe? Probably Fine Mo just for the straight output. Right, this is left-handed is the thing, so all of her skill hints are a little worthless. It's not a fall runner, it's not a right-handed track. She can give us Nimble Nav, which is nice. Like, you probably just do it anyway, right? I don't think there's a wit card that I mean, it'll be like Nice Nature if I don't already have her. I mean, what's the race bonus on this deck without you is the one thing. 5, 10, 20, 35, 45. Rico's 5? Yeah, Rico's 5, right? R Rico. So it does get, we still get to 50, which is nice. Yeah, still 5. And you're 5? Yeah, you're 5. The Serious Symboli Wit, if you want an alternative. What does she do? Doo-doo. That's a high friendship bonus, high mood effect, speed, wit, good prio. 10 race bonus, just like Fine Mo. Does she have more useful hints? Oh yeah, this fucking thing. If positioned towards the back, late race, increase acceleration. It's just, it's bad on your left. Fine Mo's still better for output. I guess, yeah, her friendship bonus is really high, and then she has a TE on her. Initial wit as well. Yeah. It's not, I mean, the prio's nice, but yeah, I think her hints are also slightly more useful. I mean, Fine Mo having the option to give you a Nimble Nab is kind of good enough by itself. Yeah, I think you still just bring Fine Mo, right? I think. Am I happy with this? I think I'm happy with this. Honestly, the one thing I'm curious about is, I guess I want Rico for the guts. Like, I'm not even bringing Rico for the stam, I'm bringing her for the guts. Yeah, because I think we're actually going to end up a little overstamped, just by virtue of bringing Rico. I think it's hard to not hit like 700 stamina, but I guess it's okay. I guess that's, you know, that means we can be really safe. Yeah, I mean, as far as mid-race, I'm a little worried about this, but we're also going the route where our ult is going to trigger our mid-race a bunch of times, right? I'm guessing you don't have Ayabe Guts? I don't. Honestly, if I did, I'm not sure I would run her over Rico. By herself? I feel like one Guts cards, it's like very hard for Guts to ever be the click you want when there's one card on there, you know? Like, I know she's got the speed and power bonus. Like, if she roams, I guess that's cool, but like, even if I did have her at MLB, I don't think I would run her over just Rico Kashimoto. I'm not gonna lie to you. Another day, another streak? So true, bestie. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Rico's Guts output might be higher than hers. Like, if they're just the one card, right? Cards with stats, they get better the more of them you have, because you can stack, like, multiple rainbows and shit. If you're just bringing Ayabe by herself, I'm pretty sure she gives you less Guts than Rico, while having a friendship to maintain. I think this is fine. I think this is good. I think I'm happy with this. Basically, the idea is, I don't think we have to worry about stamina at all. I think we're going to trip into more stamina than we need. Power, I'll get as much as I can. But realistically, as long as it's like in the neighborhood of 1,000, I think I'm fine. It's just really important to max speed and max wit and hit medium S and get the skills that we need. But yeah, the two stats that we really care about mostly are speed and wit. Sure. Sure, man. Let's try. Ayabe is more like, is more race bonus filler, maybe occasionally hit the rainbow. I just feel like it's going to be really hard. It would have to be a turn where no other training is good to hit the rainbow. And on a turn where no other training is good, wouldn't I rather just go hang out with Hitler-chan? Alright, we have 50 race bonus, right, by the way? I didn't do the math wrong on the deck. 5, 5, 25, 35, 40, 450. Yeah, perfect. I mean, it's a wit click. You're not going to see me not clicking wit when there's 2 and a hint on it. It's like basically impossible to get me to not do that. I have Ayabe for the Tokyo 1600. Fair. One Rico click early on is a good idea. Considering there's not like an exemplary speed or wit click here, I think I'm actually down to just click Rico. And it's a Kita-san hint too. You never know. Yeah, worthless, but I think she can give us corner recovery, right? You can click the perks button to see race bonus. You have to consider the unique bonuses separately. Yeah, I don't really like the menu for that. You know, I just realized we are not necessarily guaranteed to hit corner recovery, huh? Yeah. We need you to give it to us. Or we can just hit multiple good rival race hits as well, right? But yeah, we're actually not, like, corner recovery is not a for free here. So true, bestie. Okay, yeah. So Kita-san hints need to be valued rather highly. Sure. Unseen assistance. You can't give me corner recovery, can you? Sympathy? Worthless. Wit click, easy. Benkyo dana. I guess I should have checked the other things in case maybe... I mean, if there was 3 on anything else that wasn't speed, I think I still wouldn't take it, but... Oh. Hello, Symboli Rudolph. Rico's already been clicked. Yeah, it's another Wit click. Speed, potentially. Could click stamina, but I think, like, it's actually... There's no world where it's a good idea. Right? Like, it would have to be so much better than the other trainings. We are already going to get more stamina than we need just by existing, I think. Yeah, I think he's click speed. Shelly KSB would never let you down and be somewhere inopportune at a bad time. No. 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 Looks like a Wit click to me. Not the best clicks, I will say. We haven't had, like, more than a double click the entire time so far. And, like, a lot of single clicks. There's just not a lot of this, you know, not a lot of stacking up happening. 80 speed prio never let me down. It's even fucking worse, man. It's 100. Honestly, man, give me the wit and the skill points. We're skill point hungry, especially early on. We want to get this ult. We want to get this ult on board. Okay, Kita-san hint. It's high prio, man, and it's a good click too. Is there anything I want to prune out of you? I mean, if you give me corner adept, sure. We could also gamba on straightaway recovery. Like, it's obviously not ideal, but straightaway recovery, it's not like... I mean, it's not literally worthless. Because we actually don't mind if it activates right here. We just want something to activate for the ult, right? So it's only worthless if it activates on the final straight. So straightaway recovery is actually not bad. We don't need the stamina from it, right? We need the activation for the ult. So if it activates on this straight or anywhere on this straight, it's good. Yeah, you know, it's actually not so bad. It really is only this final straight right here where it will be worthless. So if we get straightaway recovery, we at the end of the career, we can take it. We can take it. It's not ideal, but it's not like it's garbage. Okay, long corners, again, I can't prune that, unfortunately. It's just a straight waste of skill points. I fear. I mean, it's a good speed click. Rico's here too, so it costs a little bit less energy. Love to see it. Thank you for the mood up. Give me the guts, genuinely. On all of these, and any events, we're clicking guts. We have enough stamina already. We just want more guts. Kita-san hint? Okay, sure. I mean, it's a great wit click, too. Now we're talking. You know, we're making it up a little bit near the end of debut here. Okay, that is at least, it's something. Obviously, I would rather corner recovery, but looking at it, straightaway recovery is not, it's not the worst thing in the world. I want the energy and the wit, please. I would rather not rest here, but, I mean, if you don't give me a pretty good trading, yeah, I think I am. Hey, it's just rough, with this kind of shit right here. It's just kind of a little bit rough. It is a triple friendship click. But I think... I mean... So, it's probably like train, race here. Yeah? It's like, as long as there's an even semi-decent wit click, I kind of don't mind, right? Like, yes, we're not going into it with, oh no, but debu's gonna take energy from us too. Yeah, fuck. Debut costs energy. If we were actually here, that would be fine, but we're gonna be closer to here, which is gonna make even the wit clicks a little bit unreliable. Power click? Well, I'm more just thinking about, I want friendship, man. I want friendship. But yeah, the energy is a problem, and there's not really a good, I mean, this is where, if Rico had just decided to pop super early, it would have been awesome. Yeah, I think we have to rest. It sucks, but I think we have to do it. Keep our options open post-debut. The extraordinary nature. A bit of a wasted mood up, but it's fine. It'll happen. Okay, so now the goal is basically get her ult online as soon as possible. 777's first. You know, we actually can't... Ooh, this is the one thing. We can't do it super consistently yet. Yeah, we need to get another hint for something. This is where it's a little easier to certainly build pace Ogre and Mant. Yeah, because like this doesn't do anything. I mean, I just don't want to spend the skill points on this. We can grab straightaway recovery, but yeah, we actually need a little bit more before we can actually feel comfortable just buying these skills. We need like one more hint. Okay, sure. Do I still buy 777s right now? I mean, it's probably not getting any cheaper. Could buy Redshift. There's a decent chance that the Redshift gets cheaper, though, later. I'm gonna do this anyway. It's like, basically can't get cheaper. I'm gonna do it anyway. There's really no reason to right now, but just so I don't forget later, I guess. What the fuck is this? Okay. One of the lates is gonna become a front runner. I mean, if we pace, we just become... I think we pace here, right? Because, like, whatever late becomes a front runner and keeps their late coefficient is gonna be a little bit fucky. And I think we just pace here. It's not a rival race anyway. Now we can be the lucky pace, guaranteed, yeah. Weird race. Yeah, not a rival race. It doesn't matter that we win it with late. Maverick? Oh yeah, because no one else was on the strategy. So true, bestie. Alright, what's in the shop? Wow. Dog and shits. Okay, cool. I mean, I'll buy these two. I might even... you might have me buying that Guts notepad, man. You got me fucked up. Sure, man. Decent speed click. I mean, this is why we would have saved it. But honestly, I feel like I kind of want to click wit a little bit more. Yeah. I guess one of those things where, like, the speed click and the wit click are kind of comparable. The Find Mo friendship is pretty important. Your friendship, not quite as much. But I think I want to click wit. Didn't get enough good wit clicks before debut. I am going to put the triple tiara dirt. Ogre can actually run the dirt races too, so it's cool. Kind of another wit click, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no ankle weight, man. We need that 1200 wit. It's not really negotiable. Okay, actually, you know what? The more I have been kind of brought to the Cosmos Show shrine, I think. Like, well, you know, thinking of right now, all random stats are good for me. Is how I think about it, right? I want all 5 of the stats right now. So assuming that I actually like random stats basically convert directly into stats, it's really hard to beat even a fucking open race, right? This shit is like 7 random stats plus like 40 skill points or something like that, like 30 something skill points plus 100 coins, whatever that amounts to right now. Not a lot, certainly, but also plus whatever random value there is from the shop reset. I mean, it's just hard for any of these trainings to compete with that, right? And we're gonna do that shit. And since it's not a rival race, I think I will continue to run pace for now. It's just a little bit more consistent, is what I was gonna say. Okay, here's the thing. I know it's kind of silly. I should know this, but can a random race give you a shop roll? Yes, yeah, every race can do it. I've not been playing that much Mant. I'm alarm clocked up, man. We're gonna spend alarm clocks incredibly violently. Do we need to spend alarm clocks on an open? No, but yeah. I just have so many, like, because I've had so little time to be playing Uma recently, like, I just have more than enough clocks. I'm fine. Clock the Cosmo? Sometimes you gotta clock the Cosmo, man. Give me the guts. 100 coins is worth it? Pretty much. Not right now, but I promise it will be one day. Yeah, trainings are a little stinky, so that's fine. We race. This is a rival race, so you actually want to late surge this. Maybe I should grab Redshift anyway. Whatever chance it gets cheaper is probably not worth the value it might give me of just like securing some races, you know? I think I probably hard to say. If I had recoveries available to buy, I would definitely prioritize those, but oh, there you go. Immediately rewarded for racing. Be still. Okay, well, sure. Okay, wait, I actually do want to prune that. Under the impression I likely won't need clocks off and after Mant. I have like 380 for the last month and a half. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm not going to buy Redshift, because now I want to buy Be Still, 777s. I mean, I would rather not buy straightaway recovery until the end, though. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I'll take straightaway recovery if I don't get anything else. Like, it's weird. It's like, it's really not that bad, but it is worse than corner recovery, but corner recovery is not guaranteed, man. Huh? You're a real son of a bitch, you know that? It's an interesting decision. I don't think it's worth pruning. I think it's always worth pruning, especially when there's like several things I want to hit off the rival race. I think the value of getting like a build defining skill is worth more than B still getting 10 no straight recovery. Oh, gotcha. This is not pruning, this is activating her ult early on for race consistency in the beginning. If I were to buy straightaway recovery, it wouldn't be for pruning, it would be to get a third recovery online. But I think it's... If this was corner recovery, I'm buying this on site. But I think with straightaway, I'll buy that at the end of the career if I get nothing better. You know what I mean? It sucks. I wish I could just get it online, but I think it's maybe not the best use of my skill points, you know? We're a little bit drowning. I'm gonna buy the fucking Guts notepad, man. You actually got me fucked up. 3 consecutive is all right. Nishino Flower? Oh, fuck. Alright. Do we clock against Nishino Flower if we lose? I don't know if we got it in us without the ults. Who beat me? Yeah, I don't know I genuinely don't know if we can beat her without the ults, consistently. Do I spend another I mean, once we have our ult up, these clocks are basically, they don't do anything. So the clock, like, in a Christmas Ogre run, the clocks are almost always useful in a G1, right? I'd say 3 for the rest of the run. I mean, we can do it 4 more times. Let's try one more. Let's try it one more time and see. Okay. All right. Thanos has fallen 3rd place. Say it ain't so, Thanos. All right, give me, like, soft step or something. Give me, like, a useful recovery. Ooh. Okay, good. Shop refresh. Stamina scroll worthless, though. No, that's not a skill at all, actually. 12 wit is nice. Go for eat something sweet, rather. Go eat something sweet. Give me a wit click this turn and we'll go crazy. Soft step could proc from medium rivals. That's why I was saying give me soft step, yeah. Because we're so coin rich, I actually like the idea of grabbing a Guts ankle weights to maybe turn like a horrible race into a horrible turn into a decent turn. Stamina scroll, I just don't think I think it's actively wasteful. I think it's impossible for us to not hit our stamina goal unless we basically do it on purpose. 10% chance to fail? You wouldn't fail, would you? Nice. You can tell from the voice line immediately. Okay. Time for some sports watching. Shop refresh. Okay, not great, honestly. The shops have not been... That's pretty bad, actually. The only thing in here that I'm even remotely interested in is the Vita 20. I mean, you know... Only way to fix a bad shop is to race more, I fear. Do-do-do-do. Oh, wait, that wasn't a medium rival race, I just realized. That was a mile, wasn't it? With Nishino Flower? Yeah. I'm a silly guy. That was the wrong fucking... This is a mile, too. Yeah, my bad. I see why you said that now. This is over 25 energy, and it's less than... It's more than 20, isn't it? Yeah, it's more than 20, but it's less than... It's more than 20, and it's more than 25. So in 2 races, we'll be on 0 energy regardless if we pick the top option. Even if we fuck up the bottom option here, we won't be on 0 energy, and we could get the 10 energy twice. I guess we're not going to race 3 times regardless, though. But yeah, it's still just, you just try to high roll on the 2 here. It could happen again. Oh, now that I'm looking at it, if we had gone 25, it might have actually been too much. That might actually not been a good idea. We can get Charming off this, which is nice. Top one's Charming. No, oh yeah, top one's Charming. No, they're both Charming. Right. Power and Guts and Charming on the bottom. Absolutely. Hydrate is worthless. Charming? No. These are good. I'm buying things preemptively, but it's because we have so many coins, man. We have so many coins. It's still not technically like optimal play though. We race again. No rival race at all, huh? If you're not gonna rival race me, I think pace is probably still more at this point in the career. Pace is still just more stable, right? Yeah. Hey, Mr. Brick, having a good stream. Just wanted to pop in and give some support. Thank you. I appreciate it. The horse game got me fucked up, but oh, let's go. Why? I prefer to buy my things insta so the math is easier. True, but technically, you could get like you could miss the opportunity of a really good shop refresh if you do some shit like that. It's a minor optimization. Sometimes it could be a major optimization, but it is an optimization nonetheless. What's with all the stamina shit, man? Stamina scroll, stamina ankle weight, stamina manual, stamina notepad, stamina scroll that expired. Stop. All right. Fine. Hey, where's Rico, by the way? Buy the stamp to boost your rating. Hashtag ego. So true. Hey, Rico, you know you've been... Like, your thing has been available for, like, close to 20 turns now, right? I don't know what the odds are of it, but... Yeah, well, I guess we rest. This will be a great turn to Rico. This will be a great turn to Rico. But we just rest instead. Nakayama race course? Not useful here, right? So we just go boom. This run, deadass cursed. It is kind of... I've never seen more stamina items in my life. Your hints aren't anything, right? Yeah. I mean, it's a decent wit click, but it's hard to beat the race still. I mean, if they would give me a fucking shop worth shopping... Then it'll be pretty, it'll be good to race. Medium rival race means we take that for sure. Do. Oh, no, not pace. Wait, no. We can still get soft step. We can still get, what's it called? But I should have run that as late for sure. I just autopiloted. We could still, oh, my shop refresh. Okay. All right, hold. Pace Sister Savvy. Okay, well, that is on me. That is my bad. I'm gonna pretend that we just get late Searcher Savvy there, and it doesn't matter. Energy and mood or speed and wit? Considering I'm just gonna be racing a bunch, yeah, I think I want the speed and the wit. Because the energy is gonna get kind of cannibalized anyway. Winter Runner, yeah. Hold on, it's a good shop refresh. They said it couldn't be done. None of this shit is worth anything. I mean, honestly, bro, I'm just gonna, like, buy all of this, except for the stamina scroll. Stop giving me stamina scrolls. I'm begging you. I'm asking nicely. I'm begging. Nothing. I mean, we could buy Redshift. Do I think that I am likely to get a hint for a recovery that I want to use? Like, it basically like it would have to be on the hopeful stakes, pretty much. I think I'm okay with delaying it a little bit in that case. It would be delayed by like 1 or 2 races. But Redshift's not necessarily that consistent. Yeah, no, it's not like it's that good of an acceleration. It's good for, like, the Derby. We should buy it before, like, the Japanese Oaks, but... You again? Thanos? Why, man? What did I do wrong? Okay. Stamina scroll, stamina notepad, stamina weights. Can't believe this fucking shit. Alright, I mean, this is a... this is a +5 to both stats? How important is the juvenile fillies for TT? It gives you it's the goddess one, right? Is the one that it lets you get that you wouldn't otherwise? Oh my. Okay, no, it's pretty important. Quite large? Yeah, it's a +15. All right, man. Just don't lose Tanisha No Flower, or I guess I'll clock. I mean, I can be aggressive with my clocks, but at a certain point, we're just not gonna be able to clock. I can't clock infinitely, you know. The woman route blows common woman L. That's not even. You didn't lose. What the hell? She got 7th and I got 8th. All right. Well, I mean, we'll try. I don't think I'm gonna finish it. Okay. What the hell, man? Please give me my ult, man. Hanshin JF is mandatory for Tiara? Yeah. I see now. I looked it up. Lots of good luck charms. More stamina ankle weights, by the way. Early game clock tax? Yeah. Maybe, I wonder if it is better to buy straightaway recovery in this case. It might be, man. It fucking might be. Stop giving me stamina ankle weights. I'm actually begging you. I'm begging. Have you done sprint runs? There are like 3 to 4 nightmare runners in every race. I buy it. You know what, man? Because we've had bad, or I think this is one of those. You gotta switch. Okay, you gotta switch up. Because we've had bad early game races, we haven't gotten the hints we need, and at this point, I need I just don't have that many clocks. You know, I gotta use straightaway recovery for some consistency. I hate it's not the worst thing in the world on the Derby, right? It's fine. It is worse than corner recovery, but not like by a ton. You know, worst case, this, like, if we have some skill points left over, like this plus Glittering Star equals about a corner recovery, okay? If you get rival Taiki on Sprinter Stakes, genuinely just accept your fate. Sunyan. I think we gotta do it. If we had been luckier on the early races, I think I could ignore it, but at this point, I mean, it's not like it's gonna be that consistent, but every now and then our ult can actually pop now. Every now and then our ult can pop, and when it pops, we should just insta-win. I've tried Sprinter Stakes. I've been doing some runs that have Sprint B. I don't think I've won it a single time. That is funny. I mean, of all of the distances, Sprint B is the least hurtful, right? But it's still a B. Okay, 3 good luck charms. So we have to start training differently too, right? Doesn't Ogre have long B? Why don't you do crown route? Because you can fit in some dirt races with her and get like more stats than you would with a triple crown. You can do the Tokyo Daisho 10 instead of the Armakinen. And you get more stats overall. Give me the speeds. Sometimes card is just straight up unbeatable, and Akabono sometimes comes to murder you, and Nishino also appears. Somehow Palpatine returned. Alright, give me the good luck charm, give me the Vita 20. This is like, I have so many fucking coins this run, and I still don't want to buy this. It's on a 20% discount. We have extra coins, and I still don't want to buy this. Like, I just look at, I'm like, I just don't want him, man. I just look at all these other things I could be buying instead of the Scholar's Hat. How do you ever justify this, asshole? Can you show me your Uma Guide epithet game? I don't know if this is the exact one that this is not the one that I run. Yeah, there's no Tokyo Daisho 10 here. I just used this for the Triple Tiara reference. Yeah, there's no Tokyo Daisho 10. There's no... This is like without the dirt races. I think it would be... I think it's the closest to this. Is the one. Yeah, that's like roughly what we're going to be doing, I think. Yeah, that's pretty close. And this is more than the Triple Tiara, right? Or Triple Crown. Triple Crown is 270. This is 340. This is so if you can fit in the dirt races, you do the dirt races, you know. Do. Because it's this thing, right? Or no. Yeah, it is this. But these are both wrong. I think both of these are plus 15 actually. So I think it's underestimating these. Or at least this one is plus 15. I think this one might also be plus 15. Is that everything? Only last one is plus 15? Oh, gotcha. But yeah, it's doing all the dirt G1s is nice. And you can't really... you can do it with the Armakinen, but then you have to start doing like 5 races in a row, right? Like, you can run the Triple Crown and do it, but then you have to run, like, the Champions Cup here. So you go 1, 2, 3, and you have to run a 4 here, which is maybe fine, but if you can avoid it, it's probably better, right? You don't want a 5 race? It's not that I don't want a 5 race, it's that if I can get the same stats without 5 racing, why would I, you know? Not doing that. Where's Rico, man? Ms. Kashimoto. And we shouldn't rest. We have... God gave us 100 good luck charms and a bunch of energy. We should use these to our advantage. Brother, man, I kind of want to click Wit. No, we need friendship. Summer camp's coming up. Oh, this stinks, man. These clicks are not good. Honestly, just fucking good luck charm me. Ogre can't run sprints, she can bleed. She only has like sprint E though, yes. It's actually pretty like it is easy to get her to go there, right? Like DCB, yeah, with 10 sparks, she gets up to A. So if you need her to run sprints, she can do it easily. Bold of you to think Ogre could bleed. Normal Ogre is actually really, really good for sprints. It's true. I ain't got a good luck charm and run speed again. I'm not gonna lie to you. My Maru is running a plus 390 with a Frankenstein agenda, and I respect the hell out of it. Wait, am I gonna... Race? Oh, we have to do the Oka show. I maybe should race this turn, right? Race. No, because we... Okay, because, yeah, we need to race these two. So we can't race here, because we have to do this. So we're not racing on this turn, for sure. Which means we don't want to... we're only racing on one of these two turns, right? So we can either go race, rest, race, rest. If I train on this turn, then I can't run that many races. I would have to go... Yeah, I just run one fewer race if I did that. right? This is 2 races, then 3. Otherwise, I'd have to do 1 race and 3. Yeah. I see. So we should race this turn. Since we're not gonna 3 race here, honestly, I might just take the gamble, man. I might just take the gamble. It's only, I really should fucking just screenshot this thing. It's like somewhere near the bottom here. There it is. It's near energy items. Oh, it's gameplay. That makes sense. If you're on 1 race and you have 0 energy. So we could risk it on the first one and then energy drink the second one? Yeah, that seems fair. Energy drink the second one. And then we rest? Yeah. Okay, so we'll risk it here. No rival race kind of stinks just a little bit. But I think... I mean, alternatively, because summer camp is coming up and these are 2 pretty important friendships, next turn is mood up. That is true. But I think this is where, in a vacuum, I think it's correct to race here. It might still be correct to race here even under these conditions. But considering the fact that we have all these good luck charms and megaphones, I think at the end of the day, you need to use your items to actually be getting value out of them. So I think I'm actually supposed to do this. And then click speed here. I think so. I think I'm supposed to do this. It's a little weird. Maybe racing is still the correct option there, but I have a bunch of items that I'm just not getting value of at this point. Oh, look, and now we can save the guy. Yeah. This turn we're definitely not. Next turn we're not training, we're not racing anyway. Well, I guess we could. We could. Because you could go race, rest, race. Or we could go race, rest. Yeah, it's the same amount of races anyway at this point. But if there's a good training next turn, we can take advantage of the 3rd turn of the megaphone as well. Any mediums? No mediums. Okay. Special week or Hichi Amazon. I don't really care. This is sunny days, I guess, so we could get that. Let's do this instead. Nice. Tokyo course for a chance of left-handed. Oh, you're right. That is more important than sunny days. Yeah. I didn't notice one of them was left-handed. You are correct though, for sure. Stamina manual. Stop giving me stamina items. Late searches. Okay, that's good. That's a good skill. I'm not upset at it, certainly. Some energy. Give me a good training here. You bastard. I don't want to do this power click, but the friendship isn't. I mean, these 2 are they're not as important, I guess. I mean, your friendship barely matters. I mean, it still matters, but like, you know, if that was like Kita-san and Nice Nature or something, I would be more inclined. Give me nothing for now. Give me fucking nothing. I guess we could rest this turn and train next turn. Save one of these good luck charms for summer, potentially. Sure. I think that's fine. Where's Rico, man? This would be a great turn to Rico, by the way. If she existed. They fucking roll back the update and didn't tell me anything. We got energy back here, too. So we have a lot of energy to work with here. Okay, so we're gonna race. Yeah. Medium rival race. You love to see it. Chio no O. This run is not looking so hot. I'm not going to lie to you. Straight recovery is doing something, man. It's doing something. Sure, speed manual. Not the greatest refresh, but all I've got, not quite my tempo, I fear. Ho ho he hoo, so true. Give me this just in case. Honestly, bro, with how Rico's not showing up, give me this just in case. We have a little bit of extra coin. We can make use of things. Maybe an argument to buy the Scholar's Hat at some point there, but even I don't think I could have afforded them maybe if I didn't buy anything else there. That might have been like one of the first times where you could have actually bought the Scholar's Hat and made it make sense, but I still don't think so. At this point, I'll grab Redshift. We need it before the Derby. I'll grab this to prune as well. All I've got, not too bad if you have extra points left. It's not the worst. No medium rival race. 2 right-handers. Kill Bakshin? Kill Bakshin. Or do we go for the G3 because it's likely easier? Like everyone's just statted lower. I think that's how that works. Yeah, I might do that. G2 better shop items? Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, yes. Higher grades give better refreshes. You're right. You're right. I forgot. Seeking the Pearl. The non-sprint Crown Road is also 340, but your screenshot agenda assuming you can run sprints, and you're running one of the summer derbies? My screenshotted agenda? What do you mean by this? Oh, yeah. Right. I will say, I generally don't do this. I think I do... Which one do I run? I forget. I know I get the 5G ones. I don't remember where. But I don't actually run this ever. Oh, Fighting Spirit. Okay. Oh, and Glittering Star. Oh, okay. Well, we have things. Sure. Oh, yeah, I run the champion. I do 5 race once. That's true, actually. I do 5 race one time. Because I would rather not run the Japan Dirt Derby. I 5 race in senior. Maybe I should probably 5 race in classic year when races are a little better. I'll 5 race in one of these, basically. The one you showed us sprints and it doesn't hit 5 Dirt G1s. You do QEC twice for the woman routes. Holds. I need to update this. Yeah, because I don't do this. That's a dirt. That's a dirt. That's a dirt. No, it hits 5 Dirt G1s. It does. You just have to run. You just have to run 1 5 race. It's 5 Dirt G1s though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? You hit 5 with 5 race. Yeah, I was typing as you mentioned. Yeah, I think I would rather 5 race than miss a summer camp turn. If you do Crown instead of Tiara, you can get both JCB cups. JCB cups. What is the JCB cup? Oh, JBC. Of course, I should have put that one together. True. Yeah, that is true. We're not going to be focusing our stamina like at all in the early race, but it is Christmas Ogre. So if we have our ult online at that point, we could do it. I think it's an argument. I think they're comparable. Right? I think they're comparable. Plus Rico? Well, yeah, but look, like the like we would already like the Kika show was happening like here, right? Probably not the time for a minor optimization. I don't even know if it's an optimization, but I think they are comparable choices, certainly. Oh, it's the Ilka show. What am I doing? Of course I'm racing. In fact, we're doing this. Now, the actual thing is like, I think there might be more mediums in the Triple Crown route is actually something that's interesting. If you can't run sprints, I'm pretty sure Crown is better. I mean, if they're both 340, what's the difference? There being more mediums here, I mean, this being a medium, basically, instead of a mile is nice. Also means less chance of her. Your 340 has both sprint epithets on? Oh, I see. I have to walk into fucking Thanos again. Tiara's like 270 cope route. Well, it's Tiara plus dirts to be fair. But... Oh! Ishino Flower ain't got nothing on me, man. She ain't got nothing on me. We can do dirt on the Triple Crown as well, to be fair. Late searcher corners, if it's a good skill. Not Matt. What the hell? Was that even 3 races in a row? It must have been, I guess. Was that even 3 races? I feel like that was our second... No, it was our 3rd race. Yeah, we just hit the unlucky, I guess. Oh! Not that unlucky. Alright. Nice. Wit Scroll, Guts Manual, Megaphone, Speed Ankle Weight, Guts, Megaphone, Boom Boom. It's easy. I think Dirt plus Triple Crown is like unrealistic if you aren't turbo high rolling. Why is that? It doesn't necessarily... I guess you can't run the Tokyo Dai... How do you get 5 without the Tokyo Daisho 10, actually? Because you can run the February Stakes, the Teo Show. You can run both Champions Cups, I guess? So you can get 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't take Spring Crown, you run Teo Show. That's still 4. Oh, no. The JBCs. Oh, you have the JBCs. Yeah, no. That's true. It's just really not flexible. It isn't necessarily. Yeah, you can skip Queen Elizabeth. Both of these slots are Dirt G1s as well. Why is it not flexible? I don't think that's true. You have 6. You don't even have to 5 race that much. I think you might have to 5 race once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you have to 5 race once. There's a G. Yeah, they have to be G1s. There is like winning a bunch of dirt races. The one I'm thinking of is you have to win 5 dirt G1s. Right? More forced races than Triple Crown? I don't know about you. I kind of want to race anyway. I think it's less flexible. Well, it is literally more forced races than Triple Crown because it's more stats, right? Like, yeah, you have to race more, but it's because you get more epithets. It's not the same amount of races for the same amount of stats. It's more races for more stats, you know? Like, you get the Triple Crown epithets and the dirt epithets. So, like, there's still, like, a method to the madness there, right? It's usually race for sure. I mean, and we're talking G1s especially, right? Anyway, I should use this fucking Miracle Cure. And, I mean, Cupcake me, I guess? No, we can, let's... Rico could fix that for us. Let me, like, if I just tried to construct... I should do it next run. We are officially on the TR route this run, but yeah, next run, maybe I'll try and make something for that. I would like a Wit Click here. Seems fine. Maybe I should... I'll use one of these. We have a bunch of them. Honestly, bro, should I use a fucking megaphone here? I think so, right? I have so many megaphones. I can only use 2 in summer. I think I'm supposed to use... I'm not... Now the question becomes which megaphone. It's not a great click, and I'm not training for the next 2 turns. Probably the motivating? Just slap a motivating and go? We have hella speed ankle weights, so we do want to focus Wit outside of summer even more than usual. Because we are going to be wanting to click as many Wit clicks as possible come summer. Straightaway Adept is nice, it's true. This is a really good landing spot for 10 energy and 1 mood, though. Yeah, because it does actually matter. Like, it's not going to all get eaten by these 2 races. Mid-race is nice, though. I do like some mid-race. I think you can go fuck yourself. I think I want the 10 energy and 1 mood. Arguably incorrect. Anything I can do for this? I don't think so. I think we're yeah. Oh, well this. Let's prune. Do. Ba-da-ba. Listen, I think I'm gonna have more things to spend my skill points on than I can manage. Okay. I don't think we're going to be starved for skill points. Exactly. Or so I don't think we're gonna be starved for skills. I gotta want to buy more things than I can already. Rick, I'm trapped in the Palmer Mines. She will not proc Medium S. Because she needs 9 Miles Sparks to be an Uma in Mant. Oh, hello, Rico. I forgot you even were in my fucking deck. Hi, man. Welcome. Nice of you to join us in the Japanese Oaks. Alright, man. Whatever. With Scroll. Unironically, Charming will be kind of nice. Our friendships are not super good yet. You know? I might buy the mirror and try to fix things on next turn. It'll depend if there's a good training next turn. I'm definitely running the Japanese Oaks now, but Palmer's entire kit's based off being a runaway, trying her Manta's not for the fate of heart, you know? Hydrate, great idea. I'm out of water, man. I'm out of fucking water. Let's spam a hammer here. No, none gold hammers yet either, though, by the way. It's like an odd run. This is an odd run. Unfortunately, the horse doesn't work proper until GL. Kind of fucked up to release her in Manta, then. I'm not gonna lie to you. Nice. In hindsight, I mean, it's hard to tell in how many races it's actually making a difference, but I think buying that straightaway recovery was a good thing. I think that was actually the correct decision. Especially after we were... What the hell, man? After we lost so many clocks early. I mean, honestly, brother, we can get to 80 energy at will, and we have a good luck charm. I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Our friendships are a little fucked. I wonder why this doesn't auto-use. I wonder why you would ever want to save Charming for later. Like, because now I think we're 2 clicks away from getting you to Rainbow. So if you, like, end up on a speed click in Summer Camp, it might actually work. With this in mind, by the way, give me one of these. Do. We can do... Honestly, brother, do I slap a Megaphone on Empowering on this? I think I fucking do, man. I think I do. Maybe this is, like, a really flippant use of an Empowering Megaphone, but, like, we have 4 of them. We have 2 of them. We have 2 extra right now, basically. I think I'm gonna do it. I think you gotta use your fucking items. I think if you don't use your items, then your coins don't do anything. A rowdy roommate morning. So true, bestie. This is more energy. Thank you. Nice, Nady. No hammers. No anything. Yeah, I think you just send that shit. 1 speed, 8 wit for 75 coins. It's true. Our shops had nothing good to buy but them. Right? Alternatively, let me give you this. What if you paid 75 coins for literally 0 stats? Would that be better or worse? Let me ask you a question. The odds that we can get more megaphones later is really high. The odds that that thing just ends up doing nothing if I don't spend it there is actually quite high. Soft step, by the way. That's awesome. So much guts. Would you rather have $1 or $2? That's what I'm saying. Look at all these megaphones. Who's your team for the CM aside from Christmas Ogre? I think I'm running triple late. I think I'm running Christmas Ogre, Tama, Medjaro, Dober. If I can fucking build them in time. If not, it might be Christmas Ogre, double Dom for round 1, and then Christmas Ogre, Dober, Tama for round 2. Holy guts, high roll. I'm salivating. This is not a good shop, man. I don't know. I'll take the guts, but I would much rather that be almost any other scroll in the game. Oh, what? How'd you get there? Is it a hint? Do you have a hint? That's cool. I don't know how you did that. How did you get there? Oh, you popped your event. Holy shit, the mirror was the play. You popped your event and that gave us friendship. Right. All right. We're ulting? Yeah, it's not really an ult, but... Windy is 2 bars. It's over? Eh. Windy's been 2 bars. Windy's always fucking 2 bars, man. This horse is never my friend. She never fucks with me. See, now this is not great, because I have 3 speed ankle weights that I kind of need to use. Which I don't have any fucking whistles. I mean, I'll click wit again, don't get it twisted, but like... I do need like 2 pretty good speed turns here. Like, even just give me someone on speed. I don't even need like a rainbow. I just want somebody on speed. Okay, or that. Yeah, that works too. That would have been if Windy wasn't on 2 bars, that shit goes nuts for sure. Deep theory, cooking, thinking really hard here. You know what? Speed scrolls are actually minus power scrolls. Assuming that you, without buying any speed scrolls, will hit 1200 every time, then only for Genius. Yes, you are correct. Yeah. If we are assuming that hitting 1200 speed is literally a done deal that you never have to do, then only for Genius. If not, then maybe he burnt it. He cooked a little too hard, he burnt it. Okay, sure, man. Pretty happy with that click. Give me like another speed click that's anything at all. That genuinely counts. Yeah, that counts. You think I'm not gonna ankle wit on this? I'm kind of low on speed scroll with Kita plus NTR. If you're running Kita plus NTR, then yeah, you probably hitting 1200 speed is like literally a guarantee, right? I would argue that's a reason to not run Kita and NTR, because it makes it so that anything like it's impossible not to leak speed. I think running Kita-san and NTR and a speed growth Uma is kind of a mistake, genuinely. I know it sounds weird, but it just makes it so like, yeah, I don't know. Steak? Do I have a megaphone up? I do have a megaphone up. Nice. I didn't need to use a good luck charm for this, probably. But I would rather save the energy for later. He's in a fucking shopping cart, man. Honestly, brother, man, what if you just gave me the skill points? Do I really need my energy right now? Like, I'm gonna go to 0 energy next turn anyway. Yeah, give me the skill points. Imagine having too much speed. Unfortunately, it's a thing that literally can happen. Shinko Windy events are nice too, because it's Shinko Windy friendship. We gotta get to work on Rico a little. Just a little bit. Soft step. As we all know, if you leak speed, the run instantly ends. It's true. It's true. Shout out 30% stam growth. I mean, it's gonna be hard to leak speed with 30% stam growth, yeah. Skill points at events is almost always the correct choice, true. Going from 20% speed growth, Falco, I can run 1 speed card to 0% nature, and needed 3 speeds to guarantee max speed every run. You can get, I found you can get away with 2 good speed cards on a 0% growth Uma. It still feels pretty fine. You might not be hitting literally 1200, but like you'll hit like 1160, 1170 like almost every time. What did I just buy? Soft step, right? Yeah. I mean, those are our 4 recoveries. Like if you know what I mean? Like if this was corner recovery, like that's it. You know? That's like we're good. But with straight, I mean, this is still fine. This is 4 recoveries. But I'm not super happy about you being here. You're not my favorite 4th recovery. Anyway, it's a race angle. What's in the shop again? Megaphones. I want those. Oh yeah, I do. I'm a firm believer that 2 speed for Mant is all you need, no matter the speed growth. I'm a firm believer that it depends on what the 2 speed cards are. I think 2 speed can literally be too much sometimes. Again, if your 2 speed is Kitasan Black and NTR and you're running a 20% speed growth Uma, I think you're inting a little bit. Yeah, I think you rarely need more than 2. Unless you're running unless you're running like... If you're running one of them as an SR, I think it can sometimes go awry, but even still. If it's a good SR, if it's a good speed SR and like Kitasan, I think you're usually still fine. I could use my last good luck charm. I used it! Fuck. True. So true, bestie. Did I say fuck it and race again? This is a good friendship click, though, I will say. That is a nice friendship click. Does that get you to Rainbow? It fucking might. But I also, to do it, I'd have to use basically every item I have and then still take a risk. This is a great... is this a good Rico turn? It's not a good Rico turn. This is a medium rival race here. Well, okay, hold up. Yeah, like, this is a good Rico turn. Fuku is a PAL card? Yeah, basically. Fuku is not really a speed card. If you're running Kita Fuku, I'd say you're running 1 speed card, yeah. Fuku's such a comfy card, I don't regret pulling, but it sucks when half the Umas I run have no speed growth. I don't think I think I used Fuku like the first couple Mant runs I did, and I was like, I kind of get it. And then I don't think I have ever desired to do it ever again, unless I'm running an end closer, basically. The only time I feel like she's better than like any other card I could potentially borrow is if I'm running an end closer, because they need the extra stats early, like so much. They need that shit so much, especially if it's like you're running an end closer that doesn't have a good ult, like you're running like fucking Mino Top Chud or something like that. I have not found it necessary on lates at all. What am I doing on this turn? I kind of forgot. Oh yeah, we're not racing on this turn, likely. I wish I had a skin cure. Because I think I do want to do at least one... I have to do 1 5 run, right? So it's either this one, this Champions Cup, or that Champions Cup. Because otherwise it's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Just dodge the skin outbreak? It's a little tough. We could do it, though. It's a decision we make later. Regardless, I think we race this turn, and then we could Rico this turn. I think it's probably a good landing site for Rico. Because we still have 5 Rico turns. We have to... Her showing up so late means I have to find turns to use her, but... Right-handed. Oh, a dirt race. The great thing about running 5 races, sometimes you roll a Miracle Cure. True. Do it now because trainings will be better later. I agree, yeah. I would rather run it here, for sure. A dirt race. There are some, like, MFS for just winning X amount of dirt races. We do have Dirt B, so it's going to be a little worse for us. Agnes Digital also kind of scares me. Might give you a dirt hint, though. Yeah, true, which is not very useful. Fuck, you know what? Give me the Sunny Days. I don't need it, but, like, maybe. If I have nothing else to buy, it could give me a useful skill. Should be really hard for us to lose the mediums now, because we're always activating ult. We could get fucked right here, by the way, but it's a low chance. Okay, sure. Yeah, it happened. Oopsie. This is Shinko Windy Friendship, which is great. Charming effects to that, too. Actually, really nice to see Shinko's events pop up there. Oh. That's actually useful. Oh, boy, okay. Well, we're definitely running the 5 now. Not even for the fucking skin outbreak, but just, there's so much shit I want to buy. Gotcha, coach. Gotcha. Real and true. Bro, I might run 6. What the fuck? I can only get skin outbreak once. No, okay, hold on. I want this. 90, 145, 195, 220, 275, 315, 330, 345, 345? We can get that. Yeah, we can get that. Okay. Now we might roll more shit, but we are going to 5 race. So we are sitting on, hopefully, about 600 coins. If we roll really well, then yeah. If you roll really well, that's a good training. I don't think I can take it, though, right? I mean, I could buy the Vita. There's no good luck charm here, right? No, that's like huge value for a good luck charm. I could take that training, you know. Oh, and if I care, I should take this training, because if I use the carrots, this is a double rainbow. I'm never gonna get to fucking click Rico, man. Yeah, this is a double rainbow. Wait, I have a speed ankle weight left over. Yeah, oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I know what we're doing here. Okay, so that means I need to buy this right now, because it goes away next turn. But then I can't buy the carrots. Oh, I can still. Okay, no, I can't. Yeah, okay. And then we just have to race our fucking little hearts out. Yeah, now everyone's rainbow except for Satono. That's good. It's late, obviously, but it's better late than never. Honestly, bro, toss me an empowering on this. We don't fuck around here. Yeah, toss me an empowering on this. Wait, I don't have enough energy. Well, I do, but like it's a little bit of a risk. Right, I have to buy the other energy. Uh-oh. I mean, Rico's on this, isn't she? He said, not knowing. Uh-oh. Okay. Hear me out. It's still probably fine. But there is going to be a failure chance here. It's going to be like 15%? 11%? What are the fucking odds? I've never failed an 11% in my life. The speedway? Yeah, I know. I'm not clicking on it yet. I'm just looking at the failure chance. That's not going to up the failure chance. Yeah. Ah, come on. 89%? Do you have any idea how unlikely? That's like, imagine we just did it 10 times in our head right now. Boom, it didn't hit. 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 Oh, it hit. And then didn't hit. Like, that's so many times that it didn't hit. Cupcake? Oh, probably true. Don't forget to increase mood. Yeah. We have a 2 cupcake in. We have 2 cupcakes there, and we have a +2 cupcake in the guy. That's true. If Rico was here, this would be like a 0% fail chance. You wouldn't fail this. I might hit the door if this fails. Just because I'll be sad. I don't know if it's like, in hindsight, I don't know if it's a misplay. Because I do want that megaphone, and I can't buy that megaphone and the energy. So, like, if I knew in advance it was going to be 11... Is it worth risking an 11% chance to fail on this trading to get another empowering megaphone? I think so. I think it is. Just don't fail. Okay. It's actually easy. I wasn't worried for a second, as it turns out. Dodging danger. Thank you, Kita-san. Very, very cool. So, like, Rico's fucked. Oh, this is friendship for you, honestly. You're the only one who still needs it, so I'll take it. Rico, that mirror, by the way, was obviously the correct buy in hindsight. Give me one of these. Where are these DD hints on my frontrunner runs? It's like it's the second one we've gotten. We're doing this for sure. So, like, by this point, I mean, this is a pretty bad Rico run. I think I'm still relatively confident in doing the Kika show like this. Ogre with 700 stamina and 4 recoveries. Yeah, we definitely could run Triple Crown. Yeah. That's it. Like, Rico has been completely fucking me too. So we gotta. This is like a low amount of stamina to have right now. Sure, man. Lord KSB wants you to have extra tank, so you take extra tank. That's true. Anything to prune here? Slick Surge? On your left isn't really worth it. Slick Surge kind of could be. I think I might buy Glittering Star for real, for real. Might buy Radiance? No, no. If I have extra skill points. I think I'll take Slick Surge here. I don't want On Your Left. I think I could take Slick Surge, though. Yeah. It's like a little backup. I have a bunch of agenda planners. I have a bunch of agenda planner share codes for you if you want to look at them after this run. Sure. Easy. More like Medjuro Slowber. Because she's not very fast. This is over 20, so it doesn't matter. We just click it. It's over 20, it's... Yeah. Stamina Scroll? Honestly, I might buy one of those with how Rico is kind of fucking me. I'll have to buy one of those. Perhaps I judged you too harshly. Oh, there's just too much good shit in the shop. I lied. I'm not doing that shit at all. When she beats you, she's Medjuro Doper? True. Give me the Power Scroll and Speed Manual. Whistles, high prio. Speed Ankle Weight, slightly lower prio now, but we want one at least. This is really high prio. We've been skirting the line on our energy. Still got a sliver of energy? Exactly, man. The only health point that matters is the last one. Is that not true? Is that not the case? I would love to roll like a Miracle Cure. We have a lot of cupcakes. We can survive for a while until they give us a Miracle Cure. Should be really hard to lose these on a medium. He said, being wrong. What happened? Okay. Try again. Won't happen twice. Okay. I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, she won by 7 lengths. There you go. I guess she must have missed her ult. She must have missed all 4 of the recoveries, or 2 of the 4 recoveries. Okay, and now we would rather not have 0 energy for this to lower the skin outbreak chances. If you're blocked and all that, I suppose. Do I want megaphones? Slightly lower prio compared to other things. Cupcake is actually pretty important, I think. I don't think I'm going to buy anything this turn. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to buy anything this turn. I'm going to do this. And when you run 4+, it doesn't matter how much energy you have, so it's fine. But I would rather try and minimize the odds that we get fucked here. Nice. Still a chance. Like, it's a 15% chance of skin outbreak. We hit that earlier in the run, so surely it wouldn't happen twice, right? They wouldn't do it to me twice in a row, would they? Updrafter's worthless. Race fatigue, just a mood down. Oh, an immediate skin. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry for playing the game. That's on me. We have Rico to manage moods. I mean, I can't get skin outbreak twice. It can only go down to awful. Just buy the cupcakes to fix it later, and let's just race. The 3 goddesses hate this run. It's been quite the run, hasn't it? So, good summer though. I mean, like some of the trainings have been good, but a lot of the meta stuff about it has not been the greatest. Take Winter Runner, excuse me? Just like for fun, right? Just like because it feels good to do. Could get left-handed out of this. Hello, Maruzensky. She's a little sad. Is Christmas Ogre? So true. Every run is a winter run for her. That is true, actually. All right, skin outbreak me. You can't do it twice. Just maybe don't hit me with the 30 stat loss. This race fatigue, no after repeated races. Nice. Okay. Now he's a little unhappy. Streets are saying she's straight up not having a good time right now. This is pretty huge. Do I want you? How many megaphones am I rocking? Nah, you're low prio. There's actually good shit to buy. I mean, stats are looking fine, I will say. We hadn't had Media MS on the Inspiration earlier, which kind of stinks. Looking like the end of Sin Gray, our run. Don't spoil anything or I'll kill you. That's like actually that's a straight up lifetime ban. I mean, who cares? When is awful mood? I mean, okay, our moods, we are going to want to fix our mood as soon as this race is over, so we might as well fix it right now. They can't hurt me. Because I'm not going to race next turn anyway. I mean, I guess that's wrong, because I probably would have Rico'd next turn. Piss filter. It's AI generated. Could have spawned the Kale Juice. Yeah, and I probably do want to Rico next turn. So I guess that is... I should have at least gotten... I should have gotten to good mood at best. Going all the way to great, I think, was a mistake. I would have gone to good, not great. Yeah, exactly. Agreed. Because I think I'm going to Rico this turn. It's hard. I mean, if I had a really good training, then I'll use a good luck charm and not. But I think it's hard not to Rico this turn. Yeah, sure. It's okay, shit like this. Oh! Never punished. Okay, grab me that. And this. 2 of them, even? Stats looking good, it's true. Well, there's a use for Rico now. That's a good wit click, though. Oh my. That's a good... Okay, here's the thing. That's a good wit click, but I need to Rico, man. I need to fucking Rico. Our stamina and guts are still reliant on getting through Rico. And I need to find, like, I mean, maybe not all 5, but I gotta find at least 4 turns to Rico here, which is not easy to do, man. A lot of our turns are already spoken for. This is the problem with getting Rico so late, right? Is we're gonna have to like turn down some good turns. That is a lot of width though. Like if this is a good speed training, I would definitely ignore it. I mean, when can I Rico? Do I give up races? Giving up races for Rico seems a little rough. Because my stamina, I mean, is not going to get there by itself. It's close, mind you, right? Like we're already going to be at probably somewhere around 450 to 500 stamina just from like random stat allocations and the plus 87 at the end. And the inspiration, right? So we don't need that much, but we need a little bit of help from Rico. I mean, going race. We could Rico here. Dude, it's like, I mean, we could Rico here, but this is probably a training turn, almost certainly. It's like a fixing up our final stats. It's just such a good wit click. I think I have to take it. Okay, the argument against taking it is I have to spend a good luck charm to take it safely, but I think that's fucking fine. I don't think I care. I think it's wrong to not take this wit click. Hit me with a motivator. Might fuck around and skip the American JCC next turn. Curvature is nice, obviously. Always looking for some pro curve. Sure, this is all fine. No, that's better than a race still. That's a nice race. Shop has good stuff in it. Yeah, Shop has good stuff in it, man. I'm going to commit to Ricoing next turn. I don't know. You'd have to give me something truly groundbreaking to have me not Rico next turn, I think. Okay, mood up's nice. That makes Rico a little less good, but yeah. 1.5 million CC, it does something. That is not groundbreaking. Okay, so we're definitely Ricoing this turn. There's Rico 1. We finally got there. Okay, what are we buying? Megaphone is still high. We have how many speed? We have 2 speed ankle weights. It's probably like enough for the rest of the run, maybe. Maybe like 1 more for like the Twinkle Star Climax we'd need. It could be this guy. This is high prio. This is kind of high prio. Having this could make me be more aggressive if I want to race more, potentially. Like some power. Stamina ankle weight can go fuck itself. Yeah, okay, sure. Sure. Okay, Rico this turn, for sure. And then race. It's a decent bit of energy too, yeah. Let's just try and triple high roll, or double high roll to not run this on no energy. Skill points up top? Yeah. Skill points versus speed and power. I do have a lot of skills I want to buy. I think it's hard to not take the 30 skill points there. New Reeling trailers tonight. You're gonna watch it on stream? Oh, yeah, sure. Take a look at it. When? Okay, so we're racing the February stakes here, certainly. Give me that pro curve. Could double circle those still. I think I do want to grab this to prune. Okay. Alright, February stakes me. Do we don't have to clock this, by the way. If we lose this, it just means we have to 5 race here. Because right now, we're at... We ran the Tokyo Daishoten and the Champions Cup last time, so we need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Right? So we don't actually have to clock this if we lose, which is good. Because we only have 1 clock left for the whole career, I think. So, you know, you'd much rather spend it on something that is irreplaceable. Not going to be a problem. Okay, cool. Try to double high roll. Might happen. 1 cock left. I'm all out of meat, man. I ran me right out of dick. Okay, more dirt stuff. Train stop skippers. Real. I don't think I've seen that one before. Oh, it's a good shop, man. 10:59 p.m. EST. I don't think I'm gonna be live at that point. Actually, I know I'm not gonna be live at that point. I gotta go hang out with a buddy of mine around like 9:30. Can't buy everything. Gotta love this game mode. These kind of decisions, this is what you fucking play video games for. This is what I play video games for. I think the Megaphone is lower prio. They're just motivating Megaphones especially are likely to show up. We have enough for summer camp already. Speed ankle weight, roughly a little lower prio as well. We have 2 already. We're gonna be pretty, if we use those on good turns, we're like gonna be pretty close to capping speed. I think we do need 1 more probably. So it could be that one. Yeah, I think that's still better than the Megaphone in this case. I'll take both of these. I'll leave you 2 to die, and then we'll start focusing in on buying you guys. Seems fair. Yeah. Power ankle weight's almost never gonna get used, but these 2. I mean, if we could also buy this next turn. We are gonna race again this turn. No sweat? Yeah, I'll definitely watch it. Like, personally, though. Shit sounds fun. I would like to get you to Rainbow at some point, by the way. If you could, like, finish your event chain so you could get to Rainbow, that would be pretty cool. I think it's maybe worth... No, I was gonna say use that Artisan Hammer here, but let's use it on the Osaka High next turn. More skill points up for grabs. No rival race stinks a little bit. Could still get left-handed from, like, the regular just race hint here. And also, it is a G2. So, maybe better chance of item rerolls as well. Nice. And now we don't have 0 energy going into here. Damn. Yeah, that was a good item reroll. Well, that motivating Megaphone is definitely going to hell. Now, it's a new set of questions, though. So you're just not getting bought, for sure. You guys are probably getting bought. And then I could have enough to buy all of you. I'll value the hammer and the scroll over the Megaphone, probably? Is that fucking true? No, I'll value the hammer over the Megaphone. I won't value the scroll over the Megaphone. For sure. Okay. Yeah, we go. We move. In fact, using one of my hammers right now. The hammers are nice, man. It's just extra skill points, it's extra stats. And then we Rico. I think, again, it's one of those things. You're gonna have to give me something really, really good to have me not Rico next turn. I just have to. I have to. Like, it's gonna have to be one of them double rainbows on either speed or wit, probably. Yeah. Okay. Do I grab Fighting Spirit? As both a prune and a 5th recovery in case straightaway recovery fucks us? I think with straightaway recovery, it's honestly not the worst. Like, considering Fighting Spirit is, at the end of the day, also a velocity skill, it might not be bad to pick up a 5th recovery. I think so. I think it's not a bad. I think I'm not tripping. Considering that it doubles as not a recovery. Yeah, sure. I like that idea. And it's a prune. Okay, well, now it comes down to, I really love to hit medium S on the turn after this. Otherwise, I mean, it's not like it's impossible for this to be my ace, considering I'm kind of low on time, but it certainly is not going to make it an easy decision. We can strategize all we want, but sometimes you just don't hit medium S, and I kind of need to hit medium S. Power and guts, sure. Race fatigue. Okay, no skin outbreak, thank you. I have another cream on hand, but I said I'd rather save it for later. Gold inspiration doesn't mean much to my understanding, but I would love to hit a medium S. That is not a medium S. Okay, it's a lot of power. We got iron as well. Meaningless gold. We did get iron. I mean, that's something. No medium S is a little rough. Sure, man. What are we doing here? There's another empowering megaphone in here, and he has a little bit more time. I feel like I don't need more than one more. Maybe. Am I recoing this turn? Yeah, that's good, but it's not good enough. So we're recoing this turn. We're going Rico. We're probably going Rico, race. Rico, race? What am I doing for my energy in summer camp? I can get 60 at will. I have a good luck charm. Okay, that's what I'm doing for my energy at summer camp. Gotcha. Is there any energy items in here? There is. Okay, yeah, so energy at summer camp is sorted, so we don't have to worry about that. I like the hammer. I like the guts scroll. If our stamina is going to be a little lower, our guts can try and compensate. I like the wit scroll. I like this megaphone. There's not a ton that I actually want to buy here besides these guys, so we can just buy this megaphone next turn and then see what the refresh looks like. Seems fun. All right, Rico me. Get the mood a little higher and get a little bit more stam, a little bit more guts. Brian gets jealous. +4 to all. Oh, I think I've seen this. Yeah. I mean, Steadfast isn't the worst, but I think I'll take +4 to all, personally. I still need a little bit of every stat, so that is just basically 20 stats. There's no wasted value there. Not bad turns, but I think you probably want to race here. Considering there's a bunch of shit in the shop. We could just run the Tenno Show Spring for fun, I will say. I think we win it. We have long A. A lot of our recoveries are mediums, though. Ooh, oh no. Oh, this is true. Maybe this is why I don't want to run the Triple Crown. Do it to test your stam. This might be why I don't want to run the Triple Crown, because the Kika Show might be kind of hard to win. Because almost all the recoveries I'm going to be going for are medium recoveries. And 777s kind of sucks on the long races, too. It's not the worst, but on like a 3000, it's pretty bad. So like right here, for example, we're relying on... You run late. No, late plus recovery should get you there. I think you're missing the... call me Kid Buu before he blows up when he's fighting Ultimate Gohan, because you're missing the point. My point is that of my 5 recoveries, only 3 of them trigger on a long, and one of them is straightaway recovery. So that's just a very good chance we don't hit ult here. Right? Soft Step isn't actually a recovery here. Fighting Spirits isn't actually a recovery here. If we're running Triple Crown, we probably need to pick up Radiant Star, Glittering Star as early as we can. But it's still, but you get that after the Kika Show. Yeah, it's just going to be inconsistent to be able to run the Kika Show, I think, which is a pretty must-win race. Kika Show isn't that bad because your ops are understaffed too, but TSS is hard to win. I mean, by Tenno Show Spring, we can get Radiant Star, right? Yeah. By Tenno Show Spring, we can get Radiant Star. We're gonna have our recoveries probably more sorted out. This is a Dookie Rico run. Yeah, we probably would have more stamina. Yeah, you're probably right. Anyway, it's a race angle. I'm not gonna run this though. In this case, I think we're not like. Is this if we just miss one of our 3 wit checks and we die, we don't have 1200 wit yet, so. We'll just run the G3. Tuck our horse tail between our horse legs and horse run away. Sure. Okay. Am I buying you? I think I'm buying you. Okay, so now, but what do I do with 4? Okay, think about it reasonably here. What am I doing with 4 empowering megaphones? Well, every TS climax turn needs an empowering megaphone if you want to have that up. So there's 2 of them are going for summer camp, and I could use most of my turn. Yeah. I guess it's probably fine to have 4. Sure. I don't want 5 though. So would I rather let this guy die and potentially buy this one? Yeah, I definitely don't want 5. Yeah, so we should let this guy die because he's less flexible and maybe buy this guy later. That's correct. Okay. Victoria Mile me, please. Lots of items that need using. These the Guts Ankle Weights is there as a precaution if we have like a truly garbage turn where the only good option is clicking Guts. The Speed Ankle Weights 3 is maybe too many, but it's like, you know, just in case me. Reset Whistle's fine. I can see all these getting used. These you always hold in reserve anyway. That's okay. The energies are definitely getting used. I'm just trying to get stock of like how many superfluous items I have right now. You're getting used for sure. It's like the Guts Ankle Weight, one of the Speed Ankle Weights might not. Okay, so we're good on. We're not like overstocked. That's good. That's good. Speaking of, by the way, use a hammer like right here for Shuriel. I would love that to be a medium race, but it's hard to pass up the G1. And I think this is part of an epithet for the woman route, as it were. Don't lose this. Nice. Who doesn't? I'm not on 0 energy either, so yay. I think we probably need to Rico this turn. Oh, Kale Juice. What the hell? That's like too much energy, man. I actually think I'm not gonna buy the Kale Juice. What the fuck? Hello, the one true noob. I think I'm not gonna buy the fucking Kale Juice, actually. It's too much energy. I mean, where's the landing point for it? TS Climax? Like right here? I guess. I think it's likely we can figure that shit out, though. Okay, am I Ricoing this turn? Never enough energy for me. If it was a double witch rainbow, I'd take it. I think because we're going to be doing a lot of speed clicking probably in summer camp is the plan. I think I don't need this. You do it before TSA and get the free mood up? Yeah. Well, TSA. TSC? It's crazy that you're still not rainbow, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I think we have to Rico. I think it is simply what must be done. Tenno Shell Autumn! So true. So true. I think it's still a low prio buy, though. It'll depend on what else. Okay, so if we don't buy these things, we're never buying them. I think I want probably all of it. Well, the energy, the 20 energy. Because you're here, I could not buy you. Yeah. I guess I don't have to buy you either. Like, I could just buy you. Wait in line at an airport, go to the Tenno Shell Autumn. It's true. Or I could also wait on... There's another empower... Again, I don't want more than 4, for sure. So, we could just keep leapfrogging it up until we actually need one. So I don't think I have to spend the coins on you yet, either. Yeah. In case we get a nice refresh. And then we Rico this turn. We don't need the speed, that's fine. Dude, I really want you to be at Rainbow. For some, just as, you know, the option to get more double wits rainbows at some point, but it's just not a good time. You could finish your event chain at any point and you'll be at Rainbow, by the way. I always wonder if I want to ever pick this, but I mean, you're here for the stamina and guts, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sure. So Yasukina and Angle, certainly. I'm pretty sure she hasn't finished her event chain. Yeah, so you guys are going away. That's fine. Probably going to buy the Kale Juice, but we can wait one more turn before deciding. Running the Victoria Mile. Anything we want to buy? I mean, Iron eventually, but I don't think it's actually that. Ramp Up is great. But actually, it's not pruning anything. I'll get it eventually, but not now. I assume there's anything I even want to buy besides it. You know, I think it's fine. What is Fearless? This is a new one, right? This is one of those, one of them serious symbol-y ones or something? Oh no, it's you. If you're 4th to 6th and at a random point after the mid-race and you're a late surger, you get some speed and excel. Okay, it's not the worst. It's not super great, though. Gotcha. So I'm not going to spend my skill points on that by default anyway. Just run the Yasukina, man. Just put the Yasukina in the bag. Ass Wonder? Never been scared of Grass Wonder in my goddamn life, I'm not gonna lie to you. We never lose these. Guy who loses these? Okay, you know. I mean, was setting myself up for failure there. She came 3rd. She didn't get 2nd, man. Vodka's spooky. Vodka's one of them Grim Reaper tier rival races. Speed Eater? Worthless, but that's fine. Mile straightaways? Okay, that's what I was looking for. I was like, wait, did I do too many? Are we out of cocks? We have one more cock. We're almost out of dick, but we're not quite there. So I think we buy the U2 now. You want to save a little bit for the summer camp refresh. We're going to get 100 coins right here. Almost certainly. Because I bought the kale juice, I don't need you. I want both of you. We have one of you already. We don't have to buy you right away. Yeah, so I think that's what we do. I think the kale juice has basically saved me having to buy the Vita 20 and the Vita 40. Now, I will say, I might pop... it's a little awkward to pop the kale juice, though. Like, I might... If I bought this Vita 40, right? You know, I will buy the Vita 40 anyway, because I still need him for summer camp, yeah. Because he doesn't get up to, like, 100 energy. I don't need him to, necessarily, but I might need him, and I can't wait and see. So, yeah, I think I will buy him anyway. And we'll wait on everything else. Because I don't want to pop the summer... the kale juice in the summer and not go up to... Wow! Oh. Actually, it's not as good as it looks. It's a great landing point for a speed ankle weight. I would love to get you to Rainbow, man. We can't skip the Teo show. Oh, well, we could skip the Teo show. If we skip the Teo show, we have to 5-run here. Which we can do. That is a nice ass... That gets you to Rainbow right before summer camp, too. Which I do value. Your friendship bonus is not nothing, by the way. You don't have any... You don't have your TE, though. We don't have 4... Actually, we don't have 4 different card types, right? We only have 3? Speed, Wit, and Pal. Yeah. So you don't have your TE on you, but you do still have your 25 friendship bonus. I think I do want you at Rainbow before summer camp starts. And this is not a must. I mean, it's still just skipping a G1. Even ignoring the fact that it's not needed for the epithet, it is just a G1 still. And now I need the coins. Yeah, I think the problem... So I think this isn't necessary for the epithet, but it's still just a G1. It's a lot of stats. A lot of random stats. There's a lot of random stats. It's a difficult decision. Pray the 5 race doesn't punish. Even if we do get punished, we have a skin outbreak. Points for summer restock? Yeah. It's a good click, and I have a bit of an excess of speed ankle weights. I think you need the coins for summer. I think you're right. It stinks a little bit, but I do think we have to do it. And this opens up this turn for training later. I guess we just hope that it's not complete garbage. I think I will save the hammer for now. Nice Unecha. Wait, she can't run dirt, can she? What is she doing on a dirt track? She don't have no dirt aptitude? Where is she? Dirt A? They're cheating, man. She doesn't have dirt A. The game gives them dirt A? What the fuck? Parent farming? No need to try and high roll here. Sure, like a speed scroll. Nice. Alright. Oh, I almost double clicked. Okay. You know, it kind of immediately punished, but it's also fine, because at least we can finally get you to Rainbow. At least. But kind of immediately punished, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, what's in the shop? That's nice. Everything else is kind of overkill. Carrots in the shop? No carrot in the shop. I'll grab you. And you and you. I'm not gonna need you guys right now, for sure. It's like, I definitely don't need you guys right now, either. I mean, I could save on you as well. I'm not gonna need you right now. Just in case we somehow need the energy, we can wait, but... I'll get my sen. It's true. Alright, so now we can do this and this. We really want to click speed at least twice here. Alright. But I'll definitely take a nice wit click early on. I'm a little scared about my wit still, because our facility level is not super high. That is not bad. We want to click speed twice. I could click wit twice. Speed's actually... We maybe don't even have to click speed twice. It's already at 900. And I probably still do want to do it. I think this is still a good enough turn that I don't whistle here. But next turn, we start whistling aggressively starting next turn, I think. We just have to get value out of those ankle weights, man. Okay, that's good enough. I don't need to whistle on that. The whistles still have a lot of value even after summer camp. We don't need like a lot of, we don't need like amazing speed clicks. We just need speed clicks, right? So we just need to keep making progress on the stat, right? I'm kind of down to save my whistles, man. For like the TS climax. I am. I really am. Because the alternative is what? I mean, we could whistle for a double speed rainbow. You can cap speed from here. Yeah, I think so. I don't think we need to worry about it, right? This last speed click, like with an ankle weight, especially, like we just go boom, right? And then we just click. I mean, we're gonna be clicking wit a bunch too, right? So yeah, I mean, speed should be totally fine. So that other ankle weight was excess, but I kind of did bring it as a backup in case things went awry anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, so I think now we just click wit every turn forever. How's our stamina looking? It's still a little lower than I'd like it to be, yeah? This is more wits. Takes my energy, though. Son of a bitch. So, like, we're gonna get 87 at the end. So that'll put us at 520. We need, like, 625. And you've got the poop from a butt recoveries. I do have 5 of them, though. Honestly, I might grab Radiant Star as well. And just say, fuck it. The speed weight is just a power weight? Yeah, which you don't need. Honestly, I might fucking... We still need to Rico a little. I don't need you guys at all. You're completely superfluous. The energy is... We have a Kale Juice, so we don't need the energy. I like a hammer. I think I'm gonna Rico this turn. I might Rico, train, and, like, whistle aggressively here, and then just fucking, like, 5 race. Or at least, like, like 3 and 1 for sure. We have a skin cream. We can be a little aggressive with it. Right now, I think we still need to Rico. I think at this point, we only care about 1 stat, basically. Kind of 2, right? But because we only care about 1 stat, realistically, the value of racing has, like it is plummeted. Because if you give me random speed, that's, like, actively, like, you're gonna make me leak. In not phrasing, possibly. So speed is like a bad thing actively. We don't need more guts. Power is kind of superfluous. And stamina, if I Rico here instead of racing, then stamina is done, right? Those early stam scrolls come to haunt you at the end. Even with all of the stam scrolls I skipped, I still think we're going to be fine, which is crazy. This like, this has been such a bad run for Rico, and it's still going to be okay, I think. So yeah, I think racing is actually quite not good now. Like, if we don't have something directly in the shop that I want to buy, I'll still do the races for the epithets, obviously. But, like, non-epithet, non-G1s, I think are really hard to justify right now. So I think this is a Rico turn. Rico's going to give us, what, 20 stam and guts at the end, too? Our guts is actually going to be a little ahead of schedule, so I think we're actually still fine on stam. This is energy, I think. No, wit. Beastil I already bought, unfortunately, but sure. I kind of want to whistle on this turn. Is that crazy? Or do I Rico on this turn, get her out of the way, and then... Training turn. We have 5 training turns where we're just going to click wits. Yeah, and we can whistle relatively aggressively for them. I think that's probably fine. Just Rico again. I think I agree. I think we Rico, and then it's wit click, 3 wit clicks in the TS climax, and we go from there. And we just hope that of our 3 wit cards, at least one of them shows up on the rainbow most turns. My wit is still not going to be high enough, though, I will say. It could be, but we have to get, like, some real nice clicks. Because the facility level's too low, right? It will get to level 4 in, I think, 1 more click, but I think, yeah, we Rico again. This is why we have 4 megaphones. I'm going to probably use 1 here and 1 here. 2 whistles for climax is nice, too. I would like to save them. That's letting me save them a little bit. Shop refresh. Wits. I see wit stats. Oh, wait, I'm buying that. It automated you for climax, which is funny. I'm definitely buying that. Bro, you're making Uma fans like me feel like LARPers because of how locked in you are. Good stuff. Keep it up and good luck. Thank you. This game, I mean, there's a big range in how that's actually really lucky. We can get to level. I think we can get to level 5 like this for TS climax. I mean, hold. There's a chance. We have 2 empowering. A motivating megaphone lasts for 2 TS climax turns. There's a coaching here. We're likely to get another empowering or motivating. At least 1 other empowering or motivating from these 4 races and the final shop refresh. Between all of those, likely that we get 140 or 60% megaphone is pretty good. So in that case, I have 1, 2, I have 5 training turns I care about. Empowering, if I use empowering here, then I have, yeah, I think I should. Because the empowering megaphones are, basically, they're always going to be 1 turn. We're never getting 2 turns out of an empowering megaphone ever again. Yeah, I think so. And then, motivating actually lasts for 2 in the TS climax, so it's more valuable to save it there. Compared to an empowering that is only ever 1. And we just hope that we get 1 more empowering or 2 more empowerings. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Okay. So we slam one of these right now. You do get more value after buying the facility upgrade, but I like your plan. Yeah, yeah. I think it's more so. I just need the value when I see it now. Motivating at early December and bleed into TS turn 1. You don't have to bleed. Either way, motivating is always 2 turns. It'll never be more than 2. If you activate it in the middle of the TS climax, it's still 2 turns. Because it's 3 turns and it's train, race, train. Right? So if I do it here, I'll get 2 turns of value out of it. If I do it in the TS, I'll get 2 turns of value out of it. The difference is it can actually be 2 turns of value in the TS, whereas the empowering is only ever 1, right? Anyway, speed, or wit, rather. It's not enough. Our wit's a little too low, man. I need some, we're gonna get 87 wit from everything else. I would love, like, you know, some of the epithets to hit wit. You know, I'd love for, like, some of the random, like, rival race shit to hit wit. Like, a little bit of help would be really nice right now. A little bit of help would be really nice. We're definitely using an artisan hammer. Is there a free mood up after the Tenno show? There's no landing spot for you, man. We have too much energy. Maybe right here will be the landing spot for you. Do I have a cupcake? I don't. Just Tenno show for free mood up? What do you mean just Tenno show? Is it after it or before it? Is what I'm asking. There's really an argument that it just happened? Oh, gotcha. There's really an argument that I could have ignored Rico and bought, like, Radiant Star before? Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, there's no... I'm here. Maybe I should, like, I could have just ignored Rico and bought Radiant Star and just gone crazy, but... Okay, well, I used the hammer, didn't I? Yes, I did. Let's just run it. Hello, special month. Before? Thank you. Get in there. We have 1 clock in case things go crazy, but, I mean, it should be pretty hard for us to lose any of these medium races at this point. Good luck charm is not really useful. Medium straightaways is nice. I actually do need at least 1 or 2 more skills. I don't need... Actually, we can double circle shit. I do have a cupcake here. I probably will need to end up buying that, but yeah, this is like priority number uno, man. We're getting all of the non-rainbow turns out of the way on turns where I'm not going to click wit anyways. They're being nice. Medium straightaways is a great idea and also a good prune here. Okay, we need to double circle both of those. That's 252. We could still buy Radiant Star, honestly. Like, our stamina is still going to be a little short of where I'd like it to be. At that point, we are very much committing to the mid-race ult, which isn't my, like, super favorite, because we don't have a ton of acceleration besides Redshift, right? Slick Surge, Redshift. If we had, like, gotten Nimble Nav off of Findmo, I mean, Radiant Star has a chance to high roll, straightaway recovery doesn't. Fighting Spirits could, I guess. I feel like I don't love our recovery setup the more I'm thinking about it. But I think it's also we have to make do with what we've been offered. There's another hammer in here. Do I have the money to buy it? Probably. With this? Maybe not. Let me wait. Let's just race. This is definitely the one we clock if something goes wrong, by the way. This is 15 to all, or 2 stats. Nice. No issues. It just hit like wit and honestly stamina, maybe? Stamina and wit. Do it. Give me some wit right here, too. Oh! It happened. Empowering Megaphone. Nice. Never punished. Eager. Sure. Not really that useful. Speed and stamina. Okay. Okay. We got 15 wit out of it, though. I mean, right there, those 45 stats, right? We got 15 wit, 15 stamina, 15 speed. Okay, now we do this. Definitely. And that. We don't need this for sure. This is nice. Because, yeah, then I can have Yeah, I need one more at least, and that's the one more that I need. There you go. Our guts is high. I think our stamina is actually fine. I do think our stamina is actually fine. Yeah, because our guts is going to be a little higher than... Well, it's close. Oh. What is the Japan Cup? Do I care about? Does he give me anything, or is he just a G1? Be honest. I mean, a G1 is still good, but is he part of an epithet? No. He is a G1, though. Right? Nothing without Arima? Yeah, I don't think I take him here. I think he's kind of a trick. I think I Empowering Megaphone. Well, is the shop super... If I don't race, I lose this and I lose this. I'm okay with that. Actually, I'll lose everything here. Yeah, I lose I commit to not buying anything else here, which is a little shitty. Mainly because I can't buy the cupcake. Or the hammer. Because I'm not racing next turn either. Still a medium G1, but yeah, but again, you gotta think about the lack of value of random stats at this point. When I really only want wit, compared to a wit click. I think it sucks a little bit, but I think it's... Actually, our energy doesn't matter. I don't need to use the... We only want to click wit anyway. Our energy is a non-factor. Yeah, our energy is a complete non-factor, so we don't actually care about the fact that I can't buy the cupcake. Because I'm not... And I have a 40 energy thing. Yeah, and next turn is also training, exactly. I'm really missing out on a gut scroll, a power manual. The speed manual is not necessary. I'm missing out on a gut scroll and a power manual for not racing. Yeah, what the fuck? It's not even close. Yeah, it's all, the decision's obvious. Yeah. So we Empowering here. We actually get 2 turns of value out of an Empowering, which otherwise would be very hard to do. We can whistle for a good wit click next turn as well. To actually make sure we get that Megaphone value. With level 5, nice. Oh, baby, a triple. Yeah. We have 4 Dirt G1s already, right? Just to be, we ran the Teo show, we ran the February stakes. We ran the Champions Cup last year. And the Tokyo Dai, yeah, we have 5. Okay, cool. We just have to win the Tokyo Daisho 10, which, like, hopefully with a clock I can manage. Nice. Wit's looking a lot better all of a sudden. Oh yeah, energy is totally not a problem. Okay, yeah, training on that turn was definitely right. Oh, man! That's a really weird question. This is... I'm giving up a G1 and 30 stats. But do I literally care about any other stat that isn't wit? Need some coins for the final shop? That is true. 5 dirt races also? That's what I'm saying when I say the 215 stats of the 5 dirt races. I'm just thinking, right? Skill points are... The skill points, you're short a hammer. I am short a hammer. It's both 5 G1 and 5 dirt. Oh, well, I think we've done a dirt race that wasn't a G1. I think I'm short. Yeah, an artisan hammer even. You're guaranteed at least an artisan. We might not get a gold, but it's only like a 2 stats to all difference. Yeah, I think I should race. I think this is very tempting. But I think I should race. I think I should race. And there's a good chance that we get at least some wit value out of this anyway. It would let us get 2 turns of value out of the Empowering, though. We could go Empowering into the first turn of the climax, into Motivating, and then we're good. Otherwise, we'll still get Megaphone value on all of our training turns anyway. It's a tough choice, you know that? But I think you race. It is tough, but I think... Well, here's the thing, right? Without the hammer, is the TS Climax 15 to... It's 20 to all normally. Would it be 15 to all? Or what exactly? Yeah? 15 to all with 50 race bonus? Makes sense. I mean, okay, so what are we missing out on? We're missing out on potentially 20 stats, 25 stats, 5 of which are wit. We're missing out on 45 stats. Actually, well, what's the 5 dirt races? How many? Dirty work? 2 random stats plus 5. So 15 from the G1, and then 40 from the epithet. So we're missing out on 55 stats, which could all be wit or could none be wit. I'm gonna multiply. Honestly, I'm gonna multiply it by 1/5 straight up, right? So we're missing out on the stats that aren't wit that we're missing out on are 20, which like I almost like don't care at all, right? Plus 55. Do we have whistles left? We do have whistles left. We do have 2 whistles. Right? Okay, so 55 like times 0.2 straight up. I just don't care if they don't hit wit straight up. Right? So that's 31. This is 20 stats that aren't wit, which I also don't super care about. I'm going to multiply this by 1/2 because I really only care about the stamina and guts in that equation. Stamina, guts, and the power, maybe? Like 0.66 type thing. And then, so that's that. And then we're missing 5 wits, so that actually does matter. Right? So this is the epithet value. This is the hammer, missing the hammer on the TS Climax race for non-wit. This is missing the hammer for wit. So it's like 30 stats, roughly. And also then like 50 skill points or something like that. Whereas this with a megaphone is going to be 23 times 1.6 times 1.6. It's going to be 30, so it's more stats. It is like, this is actually worth more than the G1 in terms of stats. The question becomes, what are we how are we looking on skill points? And I think we're looking fine. I think with the TS Climax, we're going to have actually enough to buy everything we want, and that like we need to double circle these two. I can start doing it right now. It's not like it's gonna get cheaper at this point. We need to double circle those two. And then, I mean, I would like to buy ramp up as well. So then the question becomes, iron is kind of whatever. We could get it. It's certainly not bad. Definitely more stats. I don't think the FFets can roll wits twice in the same FFet. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, so at max we get 30 wits out of that. On a high roll, we get 35 wit out of the race, and on a just literally guaranteed, we get 37 wits out of the race. Or out of the training, so. I guess the question would be if we raced. We can't, if we race, it's not like maybe we could suddenly buy like Radiant Star instead of Glittering Star? Maybe? I don't know that I care that much. I think the wit is correct here. I don't know. No, note, this horse doesn't have distance S, so her stamina requirement's also way less. That is not great, but she doesn't have distance S. So her stamina is actually probably fine. Yeah, I think you're supposed to click wit here. Racing gets significantly worse later into the career you are, right? You only have 36 races, which is a little bit on the low end, but racing gets significantly worse later in the career you are. I think the wit rainbow is better here. 2 turns of value out of this is really hard to pass up. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're supposed to do this. It's weird, but I think I'm doing it. Yeah, 36 and 14 speed. I think this is correct. Very odd. Very odd, but I think it's what I'm supposed to do. 7 to all. 10 to all. Yeah, we are down a hammer. If I knew I was going to do that, I would have bought the hammer, certainly, but... If this shop is really good, too, then I'm a little bit punished. It's... Wow! It's horrible! Oh my god! Like, you know, yeah, so we're never getting... Obviously, you don't make the decisions results-oriented. We were getting 18 to all then, instead, right? We were gonna get 18 to all. So it's even worse in comparison. And then we could have bought a Guts manual? Holy shit. Okay, so now we start clocking aggressively for wit clicks. Wits? Okay, yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, you know what? I think we actually, this is, I don't wanna speak too soon, but I think I piloted this incredibly well. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is one of the, this is not like a super unlucky run. In certain ways, it was kind of unlucky. But I think I just played this really well. Putting these stats out of your ass is amazing. I'm kind of pissed. This run was dookie. It wasn't dookie. There were parts of it that were quite unlucky, but there are also parts of it that were quite lucky. Like, we had good summer trainings, right? We got good shop. Like, early on, our shop was bad, but we got a lot of good shop refreshes. It wasn't a bad run, but I think that I played this very well. I think I'm happy with myself. Now, funny thing is, this horse doesn't have medium S, so he's probably not my ace anyway, but I think he'll be a good fallback if I can't get anything better. I crammed for that exam extremely well, I have to say. Pretty much. I used a hammer, didn't I? I mean, we do have 1 extra, so I guess it doesn't matter, but I definitely didn't forget to use a hammer, right? The only time in history where you're not punished for doing that. Okay, I didn't forget. Yeah. Yeah, I think the race is going to be the difference of buying Radiant Star if we want it. I don't think I want it. I need the 4-hour Mant Guide because I'm not optimizing like this. Actually, you know what? I do want to do an over-explained run. It's true. Motivating gives us 2 turns of value. I do want to do the over-explained run because I think I actually have a decent grasp on the scenario now. I think it's that it really is, like, recently I had the epiphany on how train versus race works, I think. It is it's like nigh impossible to have a training turn that is better than a race turn early on, because when you care about all 5 stats, the main difference between races and training is races are random stats and training is targeted stats. If you care about all 5 stats, racing is a ridiculous amount of stats, right? Like, when I make that video, I probably will explain this, but like, if you think about the fact that like, a G3 with 50 race bonus, right? What is the exact base value of it? Race rewards. No, stats. So with 50 race bonus, a G2/3, no hammer, is 12 stats, 37 skill points, right? You can even use an opening race. You can even be even. You know what? Let's use a fucking opening race, and because it's actually crazy, right? 7 stats, 30 skill points. How you want to value skill points exactly is up to you. I think a conservative way to do it is that 2 skill points is 1 stat. I think in a lot of cases, especially if you're talking about you're planning on hitting like the training, like missing a training for skill points might be the difference between hitting like 1100 in a stat and 1200 in a stat. In a lot of cases, a skill point is maybe more than 1-to-1. Genuinely, I know it's crazy, but like certain skill, like a white speed skill on the derby is like 150 skill points for like 200 power worth of value. Straight up. Depending on the stat you're giving up, like going from 1000 to 200 power in acceleration is about 0.8 meters. Which, I mean, if you have a skill that is 0.15 for 6 seconds, that is 0.9. Right? Now, granted, power has the value with uphills as well, right? So it's not quite the same. But you could very easily argue it to be around 1-to-1 if you have good skills to spend the skill points on. Right? Let's be conservative, though. Let's say an opening race is 7 random stats plus, let's call a skill point 2-to-1. Let's call it 15, right? And then it's 100 coins. 100 coins is really hard to value, but in theory, right? 100 coins can be as good, like, you know, on like the high end, if you have like 3 stat scrolls that are worth buying, right? That is 90 coins for 45 stats, right? On the low end, it could be basically 0 stats. If you get a megaphone and it's like, you got a couple good trainings, it could be more than 45 stats for 100 coins, right? It could be like 45 stats for 70 coins. If you want to be conservative, this is where like, you notice a lot of times when I'm playing, I'm like, shop is good, we have to race. Everyone has figured this out, I think. But like the reason for that is because the coin valuation is a really big part of this equation, right? Let's say the coins are about 25 stats. Let's say this is on the conservative end, but I think a decent average if you want a heuristic. Right? And then you take rival race. So what else do you get, right? You get your base stats, you get your skill points, you get your coins, and you get your rival race value. Rival races are not gonna happen on opening ever, so we're gonna ignore them for an opening, right? I think they can't happen. I think they can only happen on G2s, 3s, and 1s, right? So no rival races, right? So this I don't think I'm missing anything. Yeah. This is what an opening race is. The worst by far. It's 47 random stats. When you care about all 5 stats in the early game, all 5 stats are good. So random stats are basically stats. This is 47 stats. It is really hard to get a training better than an opening race in the early game. It doesn't happen, right? Like, when are you in junior year getting a training that is more than 47 stats total, even if you get like an empowering megaphone? It almost doesn't happen, right? Now, the jump from an opening to a G3 is gigantic, because not only are we just getting a lot more, like this is now 12, right? This is now 12. Coins are at least 3-to-1 to stats, or you buy the notepads more often. I'm being as mean to races as I can be, okay? Just to show that races are really strong. Like, I'm saying coins are 20, like 1 coin is 1/4 of a stat, right? I'm being conservative, just to get the point across. Right? And I'm being conservative with skill points and coins, because skill points, you could argue, is sometimes better than 1-to-1 to a stat, or at least it's 1-to-1. I'm making them 2-to-1, right? 37, let's call it 17, right? So now we have this. We're having more stats here, and we now have rival race value as well. On the high end, rival races are run defining, right? They can be, you get the recovery that you need for Christmas Ogre. You get the an acceleration. You get like your straightaway spurt for your end closer. You get fucking like some build defining thing that without it couldn't be your ace. On the low end, they're literally worthless. Let's say it's 10 stats, because that's what the director sometimes just gives you, 10 stats. The game is valuing that as roughly the same kind of thing. Again, there's always the possibility for races to be run defining, where training, especially in the early game, is not usually going to be, right? But sure, right? So let's say that's 10 stats, right? So that's your rival race value. So now, if you care about all 5 stats equally, right? A G3 is 64 stats. Good luck. This is being very conservative. A G3 is 64 stats. Good luck beating that with your fucking junior and classic year trainings. In classic year, near the end, it can start happening, for sure, right? Like if you have a couple of, with like a double rainbow, like past like the first summer camp, if you're getting like if you have a double rainbow and a megaphone, you can do this, for sure. This is a G3 with no epithets on it, by the way. There's no epithets yet, and we're being really conservative with how valuable a skill point and a coin is. Even still, you need like a double rainbow and an ankle weight, or a double rainbow and a megaphone to even consider passing this up, right? Now, I will say there's an intangible value to training that I'm kind of overlooking, which is the fact that training in the early game gives you friendship, and it's really hard to convey, like it's really hard to do a stat calculation for what getting someone to rainbow 1 turn earlier, or even sometimes 5 turns earlier, because maybe they don't show up on a good training for a while, right? Like what that might do for your stats. So you can certainly bump up training a little bit in your head, but I don't think it's that big of a difference on a turn-by-turn basis, right? So 64 stats for a G3 with no epithets on it's nothing, right? And then it's like, God forbid, it's attached to an epithet. God forbid it's a G1, right? Where at this point, like, this goes up by 3 and this goes up by essentially 7 or 8 stats, right? So now, like, a non-epithet G1, you're looking at 75 random stats for a non-epithet G1, right? And then, so this is why, by the way, like, this, you can kind of back calculate why you, like, never, ever, ever, ever skip the Kika Show if you're doing Triple Crown, basically. Because the Kika Show is, like, it has 40 stats attached to it? No, 50, right? It has a plus 15 to 2 and a plus 10 to 2, right? So, the Kika Show ends up being 125 stats. In this conservative estimate. Again, random stats, right? Random stats. You gotta remember that always. That word is very important. But by the time the Kika Show rolls around, you probably still don't have enough stamina, you don't have enough guts, even if you account for like the plus 87 at the end, you probably still need all 5 of your stats, right? So random stats are kind of the stats. The Kika Show is just 125 raw stats. That's like, I don't think a triple rainbow with a megaphone and an ankle weight is doing that. Like, you need like a quadruple rainbow for that, which you can't really even get. A triple rainbow in summer camp with a megaphone and an ankle weight maybe gets there. Kika Show doesn't happen in summer camp, right? And then, God forbid, ignore the Kika Show, ignore epithets. God forbid you have a good shop, right? Say your coins are worth more like, 100 coins is worth more like 35 stats, right? Boom. God forbid you have good fucking skills in your deck, right? Like, so again, now if we take the training weights off of races for a second, right? If you actually have enough good skills to spend your skill points on, right? Then like you could really make the argument that skill points are even closer to 1-to-1. Let's not even do 1-to-1. Let's do like, 8 to 10 or so, like 8 to 10 or something like that, right? Like 8 stats is 1 skill point or something. So you would take like for a G1, you take like 52 times 0.8 instead. And now a non-epithet G1 is over 100 stats. Now, why do you not just race 70 times per career? Because random stats. Right now, we did the math, right? When I only, like, if you're late, if you're like in, especially post summer camp in senior year, you might only have 1 or 2 more stats you care to round out. If that happens, you literally, it is in fact this simple. You do this, and you multiply the whole thing by 0.4, because only 2 of the 5 hits matter to me. So now, even in this more generous to racing scenario where we made like skill points worth more, we made coins worth more, a G1 is 40 stats. It is really easy to find more than 40 stats worth of value in a training in senior year, right? It's very easy. And as well, right? If in my case, where I only care about wit, a G1 is 20 stats. That's assuming I have things to spend the coins on too, right? So racing gets significantly worse the more of your stat targets you hit, right? Hello, Tama. Oh, yeah, hello, hi. I misclicked it, but let's put them here anyway. Aren't they cute? Racing gets significantly worse the more of your stat targets you've already hit, basically, is the idea. So in the early game, it is like the Cosmos show, right here. Yeah, like the Cosmos show right here mogs anything that isn't like a quadruple or quintuple friendship build or something like that, right? It's so hard to skip the Cosmos show. Once I did the math, I was like, opening races, like OP grade races are like 50 stats. What am I supposed to do, right? Like, what are we doing? Like, how do I ever skip that in junior year? In late race, I just skipped an Epithet G1 for a single Rainbow Wit click, and I'm pretty sure it was the right decision. It's like the gap between the value of a race in junior year and senior year, it's not mild at all, right? It's not like this opening race in junior year is worth more to me based on how my run is going. This opening race in junior year was worth almost twice as much as this plus 15 to 2 stats and plus 5 to 2 stats Epithet G1 in late December. This was half as valuable as the Cosmos show, right? So it's not like they got a little bit weaker. No. The value of a race is like genuinely 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 times more in the early game than it is in the late game, right? I think that was like having that kind of brain blast about random stats versus stats has like changed my life in Mets, genuinely. Anyways, my wit is still not gonna hit its target, so I suck. Yeah, we're still not gonna get 1200 wit. We're gonna do pretty close. I think it's still very well done. Wait, do I have one more turn? What turn of the TS Climax is this? How many have we done? 34 or 35 races? 34. We have one more turn. Okay, hold up. Anyway, I just wanted to. I'll go over a whole fucking I'll do like one. It should be fine though, right? This is a great run for my standards. It's a fine run. If she had medium S, she's definitely in consideration. Because she doesn't have medium S, I think it's a little rough. But since I'm tight on time, it might still end up being okay. Digesting the lecture will try and bring that mindset into my future runs. Yeah, man. Yeah. This is totally, again, this is fine though. I think for like what was a relative mid-roll, I think I'm very happy with what we managed to pull out of our ass here. I think this was just very well played. Right? The decision points, by the way, for this framework, right? Because I make a lot of assumptions. There's 3 decision points for this framework. Kind of 4, 3.5. How valuable are skill points to you right now? I will say this is kind of fake decision points, which I said 3.5, because if skill points aren't valuable to you, you are building your deck wrong. You're building your deck wrong, you are building your horse wrong, you are building your inherits wrong. You should pretty much always have more things to spend skill points on than you know what to do with, or you're doing something wrong, right? So, skill points should always be incredibly valuable to you, I'm not gonna lie. But sure, how valuable are skill points to you? In the later game, when you have everything, you got kind of unlucky, then certainly they can make it less valuable. And then more importantly, how good is your shop right now? Right? Coins get worse the more of them you have and the less shit you have to spend them on. Right? How good your shop is going to determine. 100 coins could be 50 stats or it could be 0 stats. There are times where it could be 0 stats. If you already have 300 coins, there's nothing, you just had bad shop RNG. You have 300 coins, there's nothing worth buying, and it resets in 3 turns or something. Coins are worth close to 0 stats, right? And then the final decision point is how valuable could the rival race be? Could the rival race be a build defining thing, or is it a mile and you're going for medium hints and you already have your key strategy things already? And the rival race is probably a little less than 10 stats in actuality, right? It's much more likely to be useless than it is to mean anything. This is the skill points is sort of half. The how valuable is coins is a big one. The how valuable is the rival race is a big one, and the biggest one, the biggest decision point is how many of the stats do I still care about? Because at the end of the day, Mant is a scenario that is very hostile to heuristics. If you just try and go by a rule of thumb the entire time, this isn't a horrible rule of thumb, but you're not going to be able to optimize in the way that you might want, right? This is a formula, and then you plug in your own idea for how many of the stats do I care about, how important is this rival race, how good is my shop, and then kind of how important are skill points to me, right? Through those 4 numbers, then you can actually come to value, how many stats is this race actually worth? And then compare that to your training, and at that point, it actually becomes quite easy. There's a lot of nuance in here of how to come up with, how good is my shop is not a very obvious question, right? I think a lot of people have a feel for what the good and bad items are, and in some cases, your shop is just full of stats, like literally, and it becomes a lot easier to decide. But like once you have that number drilled down, it's like, okay, well this race is worth 30 stats, and this training is worth 35. I train here, easy, right? I used a hammer, nice. But yeah, those are, I think it's important to know the decision points, because at the end of the day, you're still gonna have to do some thinking based on how your run is going. For sure, Mantas used a trainer to make decisions, not brainlessly follow conceptual guidelines. Yeah, which is why I would not say this is a guideline. I would say this is a formula with 4 variables in it that you plug in. Skill point value, coin value, rival race value, and random stat value as the big multiplier at the end. You come up like, it's not going to have the same answer every time. Again, like we've said, this formula varies hugely, right? The Cosmos Show in this run was more valuable than an Epithet V1 and a hammer on the TS Climax. The Cosmos Show was twice as good. So it varies hugely, the outcome you get of this formula, but I think knowing that formula is very, very good. It's not going to lead you astray. What skills am I fucking buying, by the way? Like, see, here we're in a good... I want to buy Iron. I want to buy Medium Straightaways, even Double Circle, right? I could get Radiant Star. Like, I have too many skill points. I have too many skills and not enough skill points. All I've got is fine. Eager is fine. These are not great, but they're fine, right? Like, I wouldn't mind having them. They're better to have... all I've got is, I mean, probably close to like 100 power in value, genuinely, for 144 skill points. Something like that. Like, when it goes off, anyway, right? It might go off, like if you want to be really, like, I guess you could say that it's closer to 60 power. If it goes off, like, 60% of the time and it's worth 100 power, then it's worth 60 power, and then it's about 2 to 1. Like, it's a little worse than 2 to 1 skill points. This is like a bad skill. Right? It's a bad, like, this is not a great skill. So it's like, it's really hard to say that a skill point is any worse than 2 to 1 with a stat. And I think a lot of the times it's better than that. Cool, man. Cool. I think I'll wait for now. I think I'll wait to make the decision at the end. We shouldn't need it to win the TS Climax. Let's just go. Oh wait, they're hiding behind me. Hold on. Let's put them over here so I'm not blocking them. Stop blocking your sister. Okay, let's go. We have a whistle. I would love like a triple rainbow wit click. Just give me a triple rainbow. Come on. I've been a good boy. I've earned it. I've been playing this run very well. I deserve like the world's greatest luck right here. No rainbow at all, huh? Okay. We can whistle. Blow the whistle. Fuck. Okay. What wit are we going? So this is 18 wits. We're gonna get another 15 plus 10. We're at 1162. That's fine. I'm gonna get a... I think our stamina is fine because Rico's gonna give me 20? Does he give me 20? I forget. We're gonna get 20 plus 15 plus 10. 589. I think with no medium S and over 600 Gus, I think that's probably fine, actually. Even on awful mood with double murmur, I think we're probably okay. You know, because our recovery setup is a little weird, I do actually want to put it into... I want to put it into the simulator and see what it says. Oh, a little bit more stamina actually is not a bad thing there. I'm quite happy to see that. We don't have a hammer for this, unfortunately. Yeah, so overall, this is another big thing too, right? If you buy your... This is why like sometimes I'll just blow a megaphone for like 9 stats. It might not seem good, right? But if you buy a bunch of items and don't use them, your coins had 0 value, right? This guy, I think, was good to have in reserve, but in hindsight, I think I was considering not buying him, and I think I shouldn't have bought him. I think this was a mistake. These you hold in reserve by default. It's okay for these to be here at the end. They're literally just there for a little bit of safety. Speed. I should have erred on the side of caution. When I bought that 3rd speed ankle weight, I was like, I don't know if I need this. Like, but again, if we had gotten a slightly less lucky summer camp. We didn't get that lucky of a summer camp, honestly. Yeah, this was just wrong. Buying this was wrong, for sure. I should have spent this on, like, hell, even a stamina scroll would have been better. It would have done something, right? So yeah, these two were like, this is like 150 coins worth of mistake right here. The Guts ankle weight is kind of you hold it in reserve. That's fine. The Good Luck Charm and the Vita 40, I think one of them was a mistake, for sure. Probably the Vita 40, right? So the one thing I didn't do super well in this run, I think, is I bought superfluous items. I was not prudent enough with my coins. And this is where, like, this is why you don't buy things until you actually need them or until they're about to disappear, right? Otherwise, you just end up with a bunch of shit you don't actually want or you're not going to use. Like, I've wasted 200 coins, roughly, of value on this run. Maybe even a little bit more. That's not good, certainly. Like, that could be the difference between us, you know, maybe even having, like, closer to 1100 power here, depending. Right? That could have been 2 training turns extra. Well, no, the coins are not the entire value. But it could have been maybe more stamina. It could have been a little bit more power. It could have been, like, just a smoother part early. Like, maybe we'd have to take that risk that I took earlier on the speed click. There's a lot of things that could have been, right? Could have been those stam scrolls from the start. Yeah. Now, again, I will say, I don't think we need them. As it turns out, if we had hit distance S, I think we would have needed them a little. I really want to put this in and see. But I think even, I think I was right. I think we still didn't need them. We would have certainly been a little bit less worried about our stamina for the rest of the run. With no distance S, I think we don't need them, for sure. With distance S, what you should plan around, for sure. I think we are probably still fine to everything but 2 murmurs. Now, you might want to build around 2 murmurs, but we leaked a little bit of speed. We leaked 13 speed. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with leaking 13 speed. How much is this? 18. Okay, it's a little less than I thought. I think I'm thinking of the SSR. Gotcha. We could buy Radiant Star, you know. It's like, this is where, for example, I want to just kind of, I want to put this into the Umulator and see. So, I can be building around 2 murmurs. Gold chip is there to punish those players. Yeah, I mean, the stat threshold that I was trying to hit earlier was building around 2 murmurs, right? This spurt rate is against 2 murmurs, right? We have a lifelong dream, and it's awful mood, and it's distance S, right? A lifelong dream, a moment's flight is -1%. Subdued late is -1, flustered late is -1, and murmur is -3. This is 2 murmurs, you know? And we have an 80. So I think we're still probably, so with 2 murmurs, if we don't have distance S, and we're on 590 stamina. 590 stamina. We're on 1044 power. 1044. We have more guts than I bargained for. Yeah, 605. And we have a little less wit, which does matter a little bit for the downhill, but 38 wit shouldn't matter that much for that. Let's actually try and get a reasonable representation of her skills in here. Okay. We have, when we have these, we have Redshift, we have Be Still, we have Straightaway Recovery, we have Fighting Spirit, know that. I'm not going to include 777s, I'm going to include Ig Stamina, because the Umulator gets confused about spurt rate with 777s, even though she's full spurting regardless. Like, if you didn't have enough energy to full spurt before 777s activated, and your Uma had decided not to full spurt here, she still is going to be unaffected for this 23 meters. And then if 777s activates and then that gives you enough, you're going to be completely unaffected, right? Because your target speed is going to be like a meter per second less, but in the 23 meters, you're still not going to be feeling that anyway. It only matters when you don't full spurt a few seconds into the acceleration zone. But the Umulator is going to get confused on the number because technically she will not be full spurting. So we're just going to pretend that Ig Stamina here is 777s, so it doesn't get confused. And then ramp up. Fighting Spirit I put in. Slick Surge, Curvature. Slick Surge, Curvature. Medium straightaways and double circle. Medium straightaways. Late Surger, corners, double circle, straightaways, double circle. 1.5 million. I think that's about everything, right? And we have our 5 recoveries there, yeah. So I do wonder. These recoveries are also not ideal as the one thing, right? Straightaway recovery, the Umulator, if there's conditions, it'll assume it always pops. But for something like straightaway recovery, so it's not a good model for, like, you know, B still doesn't necessarily always go off. But for straightaway recovery, it will actually assume that it can go off in a place where it's worthless, right? So it will model that correctly. So I assume that this spurt rate is not going to be great. I don't think it's going to be terrible, though. You really are the guy who's going to be fucking me over, but I hope that Fighting Spirit kind of... Well, it's going to overestimate, actually, yeah, because it's going to assume that Fighting Spirit always goes off, which isn't necessarily true. I'm curious. What are you going to tell me? Do I have Wit check on? I do want it on. Yeah, okay. I think it's going to be worse than the 80.8 here. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Out of curiosity, if this was corner recovery... What are you saying then? How much of this is straightaway recovery fucking me? A decent bit. Honestly, I mean, again, this is awful mood, 2 murmurs, right? This is awful mood, 2 murmurs. Like, if we go to normal here, we're back over 80%. Oh, yeah. Alpha mood's a big deal, yeah. 85% on normal against 2 murmurs. If we have distance S and we're on normal against 2 murmurs. Yeah, distance S is hard. Yeah, I see. If we had hit distance, and to be fair, I did deprioritize stamina a little bit once I got distance S. Once I didn't get distance S. But yeah, with straightaway recovery and distance S, I think we're in trouble. Yeah. Now, again, this is, the survival rate's pretty bad too. This is against 2 murmurs. If we take one of the murmurs off, right, if we only get hit by the 1, then our spurt rate's over 90%, right? So it's totally fine. But yeah, I think there is an argument to build around 2 murmurs here. I guess at least if you can if you don't have to go out of your way too much to do it, I think it's fine. Okay, so I think, yeah, buying a little bit of stamina is probably not a bad idea. But even this, like, you could argue even this being like ignoring literally every stamina item I got, you could argue this is still fine, honestly. Like with distance S, 2 murmurs mostly is gonna kill us, right? There are still times where it doesn't. The survival rate is not great, but he dies 25 meters. It's not the biggest deal, right? And yeah, it's somewhere between, like, on 59% of the runs, she dies 25 meters away, but it could be closer or further. So yeah, I think this by itself is already fine. And this was a bad run for Rico too, right? This is a rough set of recoveries and you're mostly good. Yeah. Now, now here's the thing, right? I am doing this before spending my skill points. What happens if I put Radiant Star in here? What does that do? Yeah, see? You put Radiant Star in and the spurt rate for this run with 2 murmurs is about 80%, which is, I think that's fine, right? So in this case, and this is with distance S, right? If I take distance S off of this Uma, yeah, look, it's over 85%, 86%. So like, I mean, if this was actually, like, if I was gonna make this my ace, I'm pretty sure we just buy Radiant Star here, we'd just call it a day, you know? Plus Radiant Star, I think for the bad set of recoveries we got, I think it's still good because it gives us the option that it could high roll and do something for us on this track, right? So I think like boom, and then with no stamina scrolls bought whatsoever, all we have to do is basically give up medium straightaways double circle, right? Like we give up medium straightaways. Well, what we could have bought instead is like medium straightaways double circle, which is, you know, it's not nothing. And like, I mean, all I've got and eager or something, right? Iron, I guess. We probably would have bought medium straightaways, double circle, iron, and like all I've got or something like that. Straight double circle is crazy broken. IMO. I mean, if you're thinking about it for the PDM, it doesn't do anything extra from single to double, right? And if you think about it outside of the PDM, it is definitely nice. It is good skill, right? But I think probably the value being provided by Radiant Star here is more. Nah, final stretch. I mean, wherever it activates, right? That rundown is crazy. So it doesn't matter where it activates. It's always going to be, like, the fact that it activated on the final stretch is actually worse than it activating in the mid-race, right? Straight up. It doesn't do anything extra. In fact, it doesn't give you positioning value. But it is always going to be, right? Like, it's just a lot of lengths. Like, it's that times 3 times 2.4, right? It's 1.8 meters. That's a lot. The clutch factor is nice. Yeah, but it's nice in a way that it feels nice to your brain, but it's not actually doing anything. In fact, it's worse. You want this to pop in the mid-race where it provides positioning value, right? It feels nice for your brain, but it's not actually doing anything. It's cool to see, right? But yeah, so I mean, regardless though, the correct, like what you are right about is it's just fucking 1.8 meters, right? It's just 2/3 of a length. This is like straight up, this is like fucking 300 power or something like that, right? Even including the uphills, this is like 300 power. It's a lot, right? I would certainly rather have not needed to buy Radiant Star, but I think in this case you do need to buy it, right? Plus Radiant Star, I mean, Radiant Star is how much speeds for how long? 2.88 seconds of 0.3. If we have 36 wins, what does that scale to? How does this thing scale? I actually don't know the formula on this. Is it always this? It scales based on how many races you've won, yeah? I actually have no clue. I wonder if the guide has it. Radiant Star. Nope. It's the like Uma Musume wiki has it, right? Like uma.wiki or whatever. Uma wiki? Yeah, game mechanics. And then you go into like it has some of the unique scaling formulas. I know that. It's like multiply maximum raw stats, multiply active, multiply speed, multiply arc global potential level. It's one of these, ain't it? Climax skills? The effectiveness of climax skills scaled the number of races won during training. If you've won more than 25 races, which it should be everyone, it's 1.2. Whoa! Wait, it's better than I thought. Okay. This, by the way, for some of these like random form, it doesn't have everything, but this umusume.wiki has a lot of this random shit. I like it as a resource. I wish Game Toro had this, because it's better organized, but yeah. So it's actually 0.36, right? 0.36 speed, whatever the fuck that is, times 1.2, like 0.42 acceleration, and like a 5% recovery. Is that true? That is kind of good, huh? No, this is already times? Oh, this is assuming you have max on it? Oh, okay. Oh, you're right, because the base... Yeah, right, you're right. Because the base on it says... Yeah, base is 0.25. No, you're right. Yes, this is already times. Thank you. Okay. So yes, this is, I mean, 0.3 times 2.88. 0.3 times 2.88. 0.8, and then the acceleration is usually kind of worthless, but it could be really... So it's like, it's half as good as medium straightaways double circle by itself, while being more expensive, but it provides like 15% more spurt rate, like 80% more survival rates, and the potential for high roll. I think it's a solid argument for it, right? I think it's a solid argument for it. Your latest upload is just a pure gem. Talk about the alt-right Beatrix. But yeah, so it would be nicer if I didn't have to buy it, but I think in this, I mean, for this case, she doesn't need it necessarily because she doesn't have medium S. But I think it's still, I mean, it's still good. It's still good. Is there, what else? What are you saying I could buy here? Sympathy, right? It's sympathy. Ooh, no. Dodging danger. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, I'll buy sympathy, I guess. Yeah, sure. Like, I'll buy sympathy. Storyline of B having no brain, being taken in by online memes, then becoming alt-right is cinema. It is a real storyline. It's true. Dude, I will say I'm really happy with this run. I really do think I piloted this very well. I think I did this really well. I am gonna suck my own dick a little bit. If only she had medium S though. SS Ranku, so true. Soft steps, slick surge, straightaways. You know, if you had like some better things, we could have a little bit of a conversation anyway. I can hand you the controller and get me a winning Red Maru. True. Didn't take straightaway adept. Couldn't have bought it. You know? Couldn't have bought it. Turned out to be the right decision. 36 races is low, right? But I actually think we skipped a lot of races in senior year. I would have taken it over Slickies. Considering the fact that our ult is almost always activating in the mid race, I disagree. I think I need some Excel. I think Redshift and Slick Surge together, honestly, I would have taken Nimble Nav over a lot of stuff on top of this too. Because this is almost always going to be a mid-race ult on this build anyway. Right? So I don't think I would have taken it over Slick Surge. Slick Surge isn't a great acceleration, but it's still nice to have something. 36 races is fine. Yeah, I skipped like 3 races in senior year because they just weren't worth it. They just weren't worth it. And it was absolutely the right decision. We skipped like, we skipped the fucking dirt epithet. We skipped a bunch of shit. But it was the correct thing to do. There were good wit clicks to be had. You want to peep the race agendas I got? Sure, yeah. I'll take a look. I don't think we have time for another run, honestly. Because these runs take fucking forever. We can just like we could do some more idle Uma stuff until then. I don't want to end stream just yet. Might get auto-modded one moment. I think you can put links in. If not, I can approve it anyway. What the fuck? I mean, it looks... If you hadn't been here for a long time, this looks like you would definitely... This looks like it will take over my computer. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I trust you enough. Double 5 race mandatory. Okay, so this is mine. Yeah, just about. Maru route? This is not gonna be relevant for me. It's got sprints in it, right? Yeah. Plus 390, that's crazy. Yeah, so mine is 280. This is the recommendation. This is triple crown, right? Yeah, it's triple crown plus you skip the Takarazuka here. You do this. 1, 2. Oh, you can get the JBCs, right? 320 surprisingly comfy. I do kind of like this. Yeah, I think I forgot about the JBCs instead of the Queen Elizabeth Cup. Well, the Queen Elizabeth is pretty worthless if you're on Triple Crown, right? I do like that. I don't believe in race planners. When you say you don't believe in race planners, are you making a strong statement about how you have to adapt to the situation, or are you saying that planning out your agenda is worthless inherently? Because I think you make a plan and then you adjust it based on what's happening, but if you don't make a plan, what are you doing? The first one? Okay. Then I think you're being a little too strong with your wording. I think you have to make a plan. Yes, you shouldn't stick to your plan blindly. I didn't. Certainly I did. I never do, almost, right? But you make a plan so you have something to adjust based on how the run is going, right? I'm a strong-willed person. Fair enough. I mean, all I'm here, you said you don't believe in race planners. I assume that you go in with a blank agenda and you just figure it out. You could do that, genuinely. But I think it definitely takes some mental load off of you to not do that. Yeah, I do. You could do that. Like, then I'm not even, that's generally not a meme, right? You generally could do that shit. But I think it takes, for the epithets in particular, I think it takes some weight off of me, right? Like an agenda, I think putting even like your G3s and stuff in the agenda doesn't really matter. Putting your epithet G1s just to make sure you remember your skeleton is probably a good thing, right? Even completely losing Tenno Spring that should surpass your current woman run. I see that. I think I like this. The Kika show is maybe a little hard. It's going to be a little RNG dependent, right? Based on what recoveries we've managed to get until then. But, of course, streamer that was canceled will be in favor of race planners. I'm not the streamer that was canceled. I'm woke, I promise. It sounds super woke. It sounds super unwoke when you have to say you're woke. Like, if you were woke, wouldn't people just know? But, like, I know it sounds really bad, but, like, I promise. I do my best. I have a lot of, you know, inherent biases from growing up in a patriarchal society as a man, but, like, I do my best. And, like, there's a lot of both the cultures I come from, or, well, the culture I come from and the culture I grew up in as an adult are both pretty racist, too. So I'm doing my best, okay? But, like, you know, I'm doing my best. About 400 stam at late surge should win pretty much every time. I set my fronts like late G to hit it. Okay, fair enough, fair. Maybe I'm underestimating a little bit what just like 800 stamina and the late surge coefficient with understammed opponents anyway does. Considering the fact that I tend to also buy at least 1 to 2 recoveries by then. Hopefully I have my ult active by then. Obviously I have my ult active, it's free. But even with like 1 to 2 whites, we're probably fine. Yeah, I guess so. I think I like this. Let me make an agenda with this actually. You have to do it. You have to do it in the career. You have to be in a career. You have to do it in a career. You can't make an agenda outside of a career. Is that real? Is that real? Is that how that works? You're so woke. Why you always talk about agendas? True. Maybe the enhanced menu? I don't think so, right? You have to be in a career to make an agenda? That is crazy work, Psy Games. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to be, you know. I'm not proud of it, but I was like pretty right wing like 2 years ago even. You know what I mean? I've been on a healing journey. I promise. I was tricked. I was stupid. I was young. My frontal lobe wasn't fully developed. Brick became the woker. True. I'm doing my best. Can't fucking make an agenda unless I'm in a career? Okay. 2 years, damn. Zealotry of a convert at all. I thought my sex positive, queer positive streamer was woke. You know, I'll do my best. Rick would have told us to not post Kirk memes? No. But definitely, I was never like Charlie Kirk, right? I don't think. But I would have, I was one of those people. I was one of those people who would have considered myself like a libertarian. You know what I mean? Like definitely problematic for sure. Like definitely had some stupid opinions about almost everything you can imagine that I had stupid opinions about. On the moderate end of stupid opinions, but definitely a bunch of stupid opinions. Oh my god, yeah. I'm not proud of it either. Okay, I'm not proud of it either. Don't thread on Brick. I mean, I'm not hiding it, right? I definitely had very stupid opinions on, like, you know, whether or not, like, oh, why, for example, you know, oh, why could I not say the N-word? What does it matter? It's just a word. Or, like, oh, you know, I had dumb opinions on abortion, and I had dumb opinions on a lot of stuff. I'm just stupid, right? I was just stupid. And then my frontal lobe fully developed, and I became a good person. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy how the right always tells you that it's like, oh, you were like that? I was. I'm sorry. I'm not happy about it, right? I want, obviously, but I was. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna pretend I was someone that I wasn't. I'm doing my best to atone for being stupid by trying to spread the correct ideas on what little platform I have now. When I was a youngling, I used to be a monarchist for like 1 week, and then I discovered socialism. I was never a monarchist. That's crazy. I mean, for 1 week, though, right? I'm not proud of it, certainly. But, you know, we do our best. We do our best. I went to a very, ironically brave to say it, a lot of people would like to pretend they were born the wokest to walk the land. Nah, man, I sucked. Right? I was an asshole. I was like pretty terrible for like a while. And then it kind of got compounded because I went to university in a small town, and not a small town, a medium-sized town. Hamilton is a medium-sized town, like 400,000 people, like small, definitely small for like metropolitan standards, but not like, you know, it's not like a 10,000 town like Hamlet kind of thing. Yeah, I went to school in like a relatively small like university. I moved away entirely and just lived with like 6 like pretty conservative white dudes, and that certainly didn't help. But then I graduated and became a good person. Basically, is more of the idea. So like, you know, again, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I'm like super proud of it, but I do my best to atone, as it were, to atone for my sins. Be reborn. Be reborn. College made you woke. What's new? No. College made me right way. Leaving college made me woke. Leaving college and like, it's the opposite of like all the right-wing propaganda you normally hear. Leaving college, experiencing like the real world and like talking to human beings who were actually living lives, made me woke. College made me right-wing. It's funny. Well, it made me right-winger. I was already like, I think I would have called myself a centrist in high school, and I think I definitely was like a conservative in university, unfortunately. 6 white dudes is hard mix to block. That's understandable for sure. I mean, it's not really understandable, but oh well. Like, it happened, right? At the end of the day, it happened, and it's not happening anymore, and that's okay. And I'm doing my best to, on the bright side, back then, I didn't have, you know, obviously, despite how tiny my platform is right now, I still have a platform of sorts. Back then, I didn't have one, so it's nice. I can sort of have I have a disproportionate, hopefully positive impact compared to before, where I had a hopefully smaller negative impact by just saying some dumb shit to my friends, mostly. I feel like I got wrapped up in Gamergate when I was 16. Me too. Yeah, man. I have 12 rules for life somewhere here. I bought it. I thought Jordan Peterson was super cool. I was a big Sargon of Akkad guy. You know what I mean? I never really liked Steven Crowder. I think he's just fucking weird. Like, even when I was conservative, I thought that guy was really weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. But like, I was at all the pipelines for sure. Ben Shapiro too. Ben Shapiro's just fucking weird. You know what I mean? Crowder woke me up to the age that guy was so ass. Like, genuinely, if I had watched more of his shit, I might have been like, wait, this is the guy I agree with. My country did have a monarchy, though. Probably the state that most benefited from transatlantic slave trade. A lot of young people actually fall for the right-wing monarchist blabber here. Interesting. Wait, hold on. Guess the country. Had a monarchy, benefited a lot from the transatlantic slave trades. Spain? Are you Spanish? Portuguese? You guys had a monarchy until pretty recently, right? I feel like from that description, I'm thinking Spanish or Portuguese. That Sargon was so smart. I can't believe I ever thought that, especially after his failed political career. Yeah, you're young, right? Like, and they like, it is really funny to think, to like hold the belief that like Brazil benefited the most from the transatlantic slave trades. I would say that the countries that were like, I see what you mean. I still think that like the original colonizers maybe benefited a little bit more, but I understand that. Yeah, a lot of people lack the ability to admit they were ever wrong and stay stuck in that bad version of themselves. Luckily for me, I've been a pretty terrible person for most of my life. To the point that it's actually been really easy for me to like it was hard for me to ever be under the assumption that I was like a really great person. You know what I mean? So I have good for better, and I was also a very squeaky wheel when I was a kid. I'm not sure if I'm autistic now. I don't know what it means. Like there's a lot of like pop psychology, a lot of TikTok psychology going around, right? But at the very least, I definitely had like a lot of like sensory and social issues as a kid, right? From what I understand, a lot of the times, like with autism, they often measure it like before 13 and after 13, right? And like, I couldn't wear sweaters as a kid. I couldn't like put on socks. There were certain things I couldn't like grab or hold. They like made me angry to like grab them. Like I definitely had like some pretty serious sensory and social issues as a child. And I think from talking to people that really know me well, like my best friends, my family, etc., I think I am autistic now. I think I'm just really, really fucking good at masking. It's a spectrum, right? I don't think I'm like very... I don't think I'm like very autistic, right, like that, if that means anything. I'm not sure if that's like right to say, but like if there's a spectrum of like not autistic at all and like, you know, more severely autistic, I guess I'm definitely on like the somewhere in the like the, you know, the first half over there. But I think I'm just really fucking good at masking, because what I've discovered is like people often, when I ask my friends who I know for a fact, and my family, at least, well, some of my friends, some of them aren't, but my family who I know for a fact are not autistic at the very least, and some of my friends who I'm pretty sure are neurotypical as well, they just don't think about things as much as social situations think that as much as I do. Like they often, if I am not neurotypical in that way, what I'm going to describe as neurotypical people seem to just operate on vibes way more in social situations than I do, and it always confuses me. Like if I ask them like, oh, like, hey, why did you do that? Like, why did you why did you decide to say that in that conversation? They kind of go, I don't know. And that's a crazy fucking thing to say to me. What do you mean you don't know? Like, you don't, and like what I ended up discovering basically is I think I have created something of like the reason I do not struggle. I dare say that I'm actually quite good in social situations. I'm one of the more socially capable people I know. Like you can drop me in like basically any group and I'll get along with people. I like being the center of attention. That's why I'm a streamer, right? I think I can be funny. I can read people well. I can, not like overstep when I say things, etc. But I think I taught myself to do all of that, because when I ask other people how they avoid making those kind of faux pas, for example, they just kind of go, I don't know. Right? They kind of just do it. Whereas like I have like, I usually like, I'm thinking about these things, I'm used to it at this point. But like, for example, like if I, like even right now, like if I'm on stream and I'm like, should I mention the fact that I just have like, I've said the N-word before in my life? Even I know I'm African, but like, come on, look at me. I'm like white passing if I shave my goddamn beard, right? Wait, is that a good thing to say on stream? I like very quickly do a quick like expected value calculation in my head, basically. Like, I think about the risk and the reward, right? I think about like, this is an interesting conversation to have with the people who are still here, and I want to talk about stuff and not end stream just yet. And also, I think it's good to like show that people can grow, people can be weird and fucked up, and they can become better, right? And I don't think there's actually too much risk of anything bad going from me saying this. So I'm gonna do it, right? A lot of the times, like that little thought, like that processing of like what to do in the social situation, often I find a lot of my friends don't do. Right? Like they just kind of go, that felt right. And I'm like, what do you mean it felt right? That doesn't make sense to me. Like what? Like when I explain, like when I ask them, like, how would you make that decision in that situation? They go, I don't really know. And so I'm not sure what that means, but combined with the other circumstantial evidence of like me having like a favorite spoon and like me still having like certainly mild sensory issues, like I still don't really love socks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still definitely, there are some clothes that I just can't wear. They make me feel bad. That combined then with the fact that I apparently, what's it called? Apparently, I organize my brain and my actions differently than a lot of my friends. Either they are all autistic and I'm not, or I'm the odd one out. You know what I mean? Probably. So yeah. Maybe a lot of American countries alone, but the Portuguese did benefit a lot after Brazil got independence and went on with the slavery thing under a monarchy. Bolivar's nightmare. Gotcha. Yeah. Simón Bolivar. I got you. But anyway, yeah, so I'm not autistic. I just primarily hang around autistic people. We find each other funny. Could be anything. Yeah. It is true. Autism is hereditary. That's true. Many symptoms of autism manifest in other disorders. Yeah, I don't know what I am. The thing is, the labels don't really matter. Whatever it is good to realize that, as far as I can tell, something about me is mildly neurodivergent in some way, shape, or form. That is not that helpful, but it is good to know, because it makes me less surprised when like most people don't seem to operate the way that I do. It only matter as much as you care. No, I don't. So like a few years ago, when I was first starting to get a lot of this, from my like really close friends, I was like there's a stigma around it, right? So I was a little like upset about it. But now it's sort of like, whatever it is, if I am autistic or whatever, I don't care, certainly. But I think it is still valuable to know, as a guy who like really enjoys understanding myself on a deeper level and like being able to analyze like not only like what I am, but why I am that way, and like, you know, what things are, what my strengths and weaknesses are, and why those weaknesses are there, and like how I can mitigate them. You know, I try to optimize my own fucking life too, not just, you know, Christmas Ogre runs and blaze a new track. So like having some understanding of like, ooh, okay, this isn't just the way that my brain works. It seems that it is different than most people. You know what I mean? It seems to be different than most people. So at least whatever label it's gonna be, right? Whatever label it's gonna be doesn't really matter. It's just more so important to realize that a lot of people agree with each other on a certain way of thinking and not me. And that's just good to know. It's just good to know and organize my life around that, you know? It's just like people who are good and even thrive in such situations. It's not a one-size-fits-all. That's why we refer to it as a spectrum. Yeah. My point is, what I was trying to get at, basically, is I think I am good and thrive in social situations. Whether or not I'm autistic is up for debate. But I think I think it's very possible that I am that way, even if I am autistic, because I taught myself to do it. Like, I seem to approach social situations in a way that is much more systematic than most other people I know, which at least fits my stereotype for what I pop psychologically know as autism anyway, right? It is a stereotype, but I don't know that much. I will admit my ignorance on most mental health stuff, right? I'm an Arab man. Most of this shit is new to me. No, it isn't really a mental health thing, I guess, but like a mental, like any matters of the mind, really, whether it's mental health or like neurodivergence or anything like that, right? FGC YouTuber who plays gacha games and is not a right-wing grifter. Now you got a sub, you know? I appreciate it. I'm doing my best out here. But yeah, so what was I saying earlier? Oh yeah, so I think even like it can be, you can thrive in social situations, and it could just be because it's not affected at all. But in my case, I think it is because I basically created a system for myself within social situations. I've been told that's what masking is, but I don't know if that's true either. Like, there's a lot of terminology thrown around, right? Point is, though, I'm happy with myself. I like myself, right? That's a crazy generational gap that will make disorders not seem heretical. Even just one generation ago, people didn't think mental illnesses were a possibility. Yeah, and I definitely need to, I definitely need to figure some of that shit out on my own too, right? Because I can say, like, in my head, like, the thing that I want to believe to be true is that if your arm was broken, you would go to a doctor. So, if you have like a mental illness or any kind of mental issue, right? It doesn't have to be like, it's always stigmatized as like, oh, you're fucking insane, or no. First off, even if that's the case, all of these things can be treated, right? But even just like, if you got some trauma, if you've got something that's like, some baggage, something that, has affected you from like a long time ago, and it still is like affecting the way that you interact with the world in ways that you can't quite tell, right? Because these things tend to be, maybe it's not obvious that the reason that, I don't know, the reason that you're getting mad at your girlfriend when X minor thing happens, you're like, why do I do this? I don't want to do this. I want to stop doing this. Is because your dad punched you when you were a kid or something like that. Like, maybe, right? It's hard to put those, like, it's hard to untangle that shit yourself, right? So in my head, I would go, okay, well, if your arm was broken, not going to the doctor would be very stupid. So if your brain is broken, you have to go to the doctor, right? But I think I still don't fully believe that. I want to believe that, but if I'm being honest with myself, I think a lot of the conditioning and stigma is still kind of there for me in my head. Like, I would love to go to therapy, and I certainly will at some point, and I think I definitely need it, because I had an interesting childhood, for sure. But in my head, I'm still like, yeah, but I'm like, it's probably not even that big of a deal, though. Like, it'll be fun to do, It'd be fun. I want to do it. It'd be interesting. But like, it's like, if I didn't, it's like probably cool. Like, I don't realize, like, no, like, I'm doing well for myself. I think I am, more introspective and like able to try and solve some of these problems on my own than at least what I feel like is some people that I know in my life. Not most people, but some people, right? But doesn't mean that I can just do it all myself. It doesn't mean that I'm not actively still fighting a lot of problems that I don't even realize I'm fighting, right? I wouldn't try and fix my own arm. Why am I trying to fix my own trauma? It's also less your arm is broken and more you have a condition that's hard to manage, and doctors aren't very good at it, and the medicine is a 50-50 at giving you night terrors or worse. I don't think I would ever get medicated for anything, I will say. I think it really is just having someone who is, like, I have a knot in my brain, and having someone who's really good at untying knots walk through untying that knot with me, I think will be very valuable. I think psychologist, not psychiatrist, is kind of what I'm looking at. In certain cases, if it's like severe, sometimes you got to get medicated, right? Like sometimes your brain is literally broken in that it just never lets you be happy, and the only way to stop that is to take medicine that makes it not do that anymore, I guess, right? Speaking from ignorance, but like roughly, right? But I don't think that I have anything severe enough that I need to be medicated for it, but I do think I need therapy, you know? And I think there's still a stigma in my head that makes me like not value it as highly as I probably should. Everyone should just go to therapy in general. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And like, I know for a fact that I have a lot of trauma that I'm dealing with, right? I'm unmedicated. Parent runs are my medicine. CMs are my poison. So true, bestie. But yeah, man. Anyway, so I don't know if I'm autistic. I don't know if I have ADHD. I don't know, whatever. Like, there's, you know, again, this is the ignorant guide is like, I think I've mentioned this on stream before, where I know friends who have been depressed. And whenever they talk about being depressed, I'm like, that does not sound relatable. I'm sorry that's happening to you, but that does not sound relatable. I know friends, I know a lot of people who have anxiety, right? And whenever they talk about what it's like to have anxiety, I go, that does not sound relatable. You know, I know people who have, some minor forms of like OCD and shit like that. And whenever they talk about that, I go, that does not sound relatable. You know, I know, like, lots of people who have, like different like fears and anxieties and phobias and anger issues and whatever. Anger issues I can relate to a little bit for sure. I think I'm doing better about that. But like by and large, when people talk about stuff, I go, that does not sound relatable. And then I have some friends who have ADHD, like diagnosed, and I have some friends who are also maybe a little autistic, right? And then also, whatever I see from like general, like my trying to understand what it means to be autistic online. And then when in those two things exactly, I go, that sounds kind of relatable in some ways. You know what I mean? So I'm no doctor, but at least what people are referring to, like in a pop psychology way, as ADHD and autism might not be the actual definitions of anything, but like whatever people are defining as that in like the non-medical space, certainly is the only one of those kind of things that sounds relatable to me. And like a lot of it sounds relatable. So it could be that is not what autism is. That is not what ADHD is. That's just some other thing that we don't understand that we are labeling as that. But whatever that thing is, right? I'm pretty sure I have at least a little bit of it. I don't know what it's called, but it's the old, like it sounds relatable a lot. It's valuable to learn ADHD tech even if you don't have it or don't have it. Yeah. Whatever that shit. And yeah, like, like one of my friends who is like for sure has ADHD, like diagnosed, several doctors, etc. Like I know it's hard to diagnose, but like a lot of people agree apparently. Like she often talks about like a couple of things. One of them, for example, is if you have something in the middle of the day, if you have something in the middle of the day and it's like 9 a.m., you can't, like the fact that you have something like scheduled for 4 p.m. ruins your entire day, because like 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. you're like, you can't relax even though it's like 7 hours away because you have a thing coming. And then after 4 p.m. you're so exhausted from like stressing over the fact that you had a thing all day that you can't do anything after 4 p.m. either, and it just torpedoes your entire day. That shit sounds super relatable to me. And when I say it to some people, they go, isn't that just a failure of executive function? And I'm like, well, yeah, I think that's what that is. Like, people go, what? No, that sounds stupid. Like, what do you mean? That sure sounds awful relatable to me. I don't know if that's ADHD, but whatever that is, it's relatable. And then, like I organize my life around not doing that, I don't know if this is an ADHD or autism thing, or if people just suck and I'm awesome. This is one of the things that I really often get surprised by when people say this is not normal. Apparently, people don't like things as much as I do. Like, they don't get as into shit as I do. I know it's not like a very defined thing, but like people don't, like, oh, my friend introduces me to Pathfinder, and I really love Pathfinder. So I read the 700-page rulebook the next weekend. Like I just sit down and like I actually sit down on the couch and just read the whole rulebook, because the idea of like this, I love this thing now. Like this thing sounds really interesting, and I just want to know as much about it as I physically can in as little time possible. And every moment I spend engaging with this thing is like hella happy chemicals. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna like do that shit nonstop. People don't do that. A lot of people don't do that, to my understanding. Like, it's a little, like, they might be like, oh yeah, I like this thing, but apparently getting that deep into it is like not common. I'm not gonna say normal, right? But it's not as common, right? I don't know. I don't want to use the term hyperfixation because I think it's a little commodified at this point. But like maybe that's what that is. That is apparently also at least a somewhat ADHD or autism related thing. Maybe, right? And yeah, like also things can like disappear just as quickly as they appear. You know what I mean? Hyperprefix in general irritates me. Yeah, I mean it's a useful shorthand, but I think it's been commodified a little. Like it's too many things that are called that now. You know. But yeah, like apparently things also like there are times where I'm like I'll do a thing where I'll like eat nothing but this one cereal for 3 weeks, and then I like randomly like earlier in the day I loved it and I just wanted more of it. I wanted way more of it. I wanted to eat it all the time, and then like a couple hours later, the thought of it disgusts me. I'm done with you. You know, like I literally would rather do anything else but eat more of this cereal right now. Like I bought 4 boxes of it because I love it so much, but it's over. It's over. I can't even bring myself to taste it anymore. Like the idea that things can like just as quickly as they like appear in your interest, they can completely disappear is also apparently somewhat related to this. I don't know. We can't all have ADHD. It's probably more common than you think, right? Whatever it is, again, I don't know if that's ADHD, but that grouping of things that like my friend talks about how if she doesn't keep up with people, like if you don't, she like forgets they exist, literally, like not in like it's been a while, we haven't talked in a while. It's like, no, like if it's been like a month since you've talked to a person, you like genuinely sometimes like they don't exist anymore. Like you might love them, you might care about them deeply, right? But the brain doesn't have like that kind of long-term people storage sometimes. I also feel this, you know what I mean? I feel like I also feel this a lot. I have organized my life around this in the sense that like I have scheduled time with my best friends every week. I have like, Tuesday for one of them and Saturday for one of them and Thursday for one of them and etc. Right? I have scheduled time in my week to talk to them every week because I talk to my brother on Fridays, because if I don't do that, it has happened to me before where sometimes people are just out of sight, out of mind for me, even though I might love them deeply. You know what I mean? First girl I ever loved, I fumbled horrendously because she moved away and she just disappeared. I think part of it was also because I hadn't really come to terms. We later both realized that both of us were very much in love with each other, but neither of us realized. We just thought we were really good friends because we were like stupid. We were 16 and like very emotionally unintelligent. So I think part of it is like I didn't fully process the fact that she was leaving and it made me feel bad, and I just tried to ignore it because I was like maybe autistic. I don't know. But also part of it was like I used to see her every day, and now I don't see her anymore, and she just disappeared. Like I just forgot. Like after like a week of that, I just like forgot about her genuinely, and then it was really tough because like I just ghosted her ass, and it was, she was very rightfully hurt. Like she just like she didn't forget about me, but I forgot about her, and that's tough. That's a fumble. That could have been my wife. It's not my wife. We barely talk anymore. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you're like a house cat. Yeah, like I don't know. She was gone for a week, and then like she was gone forever. But like the fact like I spent like a week of like not really keeping up with her, and then it became 3 months before I realized it, and we just had a really unfortunate call where she was very mad at me. So like apparently that's also a thing. That's not like a normal, like I have structured my life around this not happening anymore. So that plus again the thing in the middle of the day, plus like the hyperfixations or whatever you want to call them, plus like some other little things like that, like all of that shit sounds very relatable to me. So I don't know if that's ADHD, I don't know if that's autism, I don't know if that's ADHD, I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Whatever it is, if all of those things are grouped under one thing, whatever that thing is, I'm pretty sure that's me. I don't know what to call it, but I'm pretty sure that's me. Hey, I got anxiety, I have insane coping mechanisms and bad habits to stop me from having a breakdown over every single minor inconvenience or obstacle. Yeah, like I believe that, right? Like I have a lot of friends that are anxious, and it sucks. Like genuinely, a lot of the times I'm like, whatever is, different about me, it feels like it's pretty dope. Like in a lot of ways, I actually really love it. Like I feel like, I just wouldn't have, I'm like the fact that I can get as into things, like I literally like get fucked neurotypicals love deeper, right? Like I love that, I love the fact that I approach things in like an analytical way, like I'll even social situations. Like it might be weird for some people to have like a system for talking to people, but I love it because you know what? It makes me fucking reliable. You know what I mean? Like if you need someone to keep a secret, I'm your fucking guy, man. I've kept secrets from like my family for 10 years, Like I've kept like really important, that I'm your guy because it's a system. Because the rule says that if someone tells me to say something to someone or to not say anything to anyone, right? And like that person matters to me, then like I won't tell them. Tell us a secret? I don't really have a secret right now. Like, I don't know, like a big, like about me? I don't know what a big secret about me is. That's what happens when you don't stigmatize the stuff. Maybe you have like a loving family instead of getting sent to a camp. Even if you don't diagnose, you learn how to move in your own body. Yeah. Anyone? You know, you kind of like just missed it. Like, you kind of like just missed it. Like up until recently, two of my friends were dating and didn't want to tell anyone, but I knew. You know what I mean? But now it's public. He loved McGriddle? I don't think that's a secret. Oh my god, so true. But like, that's not really a secret anymore. UC drama, it's kind of past, you know. Yeah, you kind of like it's certainly there have been fewer secrets in my life as people have grown up. You know what I mean? But yeah. Also, even if I had a secret, I wouldn't tell you. That's all I'm saying. The system makes me reliable. If someone tells me to not tell anyone, I don't tell anyone. It's just that. Like, it's very weird to me when I hear that someone was told, like, this is like the kind of shit that I don't understand. Like, someone told you a secret, and they said to not tell anyone, and then you told someone? Doesn't make sense. What do you mean? Like, it's, like, you want 1 + 1 = 3. Like, are you stupid? Like, well, how? It, like, doesn't make, like, it doesn't track to me, you know? Like, the one exception I will say, right? This is like another thing that I've been told is a weird thing to do. Do you guys have like an active list in your head of all the people you know and what tier of friend they are to you? Like this is something I feel like that I was also told is weird when I've only shared this with my close friends because they told me to not say this to anyone. Well, I tried also and it was not received well. I think it's also really hard to tell someone you have a friend tier list when they're not an S tier. You know what I mean? Bro, you should have a clip channel or something to post these highlight moments within lives. Something I don't see much English-speaking channels do outside just posting a stream highlights vid. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of these kind of things are more for the Twitch, right? Like rather for the stream, right? Like, well, you know, YouTube, you guys, they get like some more structured shit. If you want to like hang out like this, you gotta come to the streams. Stop it, bro. You're being relatable. True. No, because that would be rude to say out loud. And also, yes, I do. True. Nope. I actually have problems remembering names. Fair. Like in my head, you can't be telling the A tiers, man. Love it down. That's what I'm saying. Like I have like a definition. Not only do I have like tiers, I know exactly what they mean. I have an S tier, I have an A tier, I have a B, C, D, and F. I mean, F is not really F is someone I actively don't like. You know what I mean? But like the definition is you. Like the way I decided to define it is how much would life have to change for me to never see this person ever again, right? A D tier friend is barely a friend. It's a person that I know. It's a person that I know that I have like a mild, like I have a relatively average, like it's a guy who is there, basically, right? As soon as whatever reason, like maybe like I'm friends with a guy and he's friends with some other guy and like it's like a big group thing and like I know he exists. I don't necessarily dislike him, right? But he just exists. Like he has no importance to me and I have no importance to him. Like the amount of friction it would have to take for me to never talk to that guy ever again is literally him not being directly in front of me, right? A C tier is more so someone who is it's the D tier, but a guy who actually I like them. Like I have a positive opinion of them, right? That like generally the definition of a C tier, like for me to never talk to that person ever again, like there still does need to be something bringing us together in the first place, right? But yeah, it would have to be completely gone, right? Like a D tier is like, say you're in the same school as someone, right? A D tier is just a guy who goes to your school, you know? A D tier is just literally a guy who goes to your school, and whatever, you just know him. As soon as you guys don't go to school together anymore, not even that. As soon as that guy's not directly walking down the hallway in front of you, you're not talking to that guy anymore, right? A C tier is like a guy you like in school, right? A C tier is like, if I'm in school, I'll like go hang out with this guy, you know what I mean? But as soon as there isn't something kind of bringing us together like that, poof, right? A B tier is someone who like maybe you've hung out with a little bit, right? Like it's not just the fact that something is bringing you guys together, right? Like there is active like planning for spending time with each other a little bit, right? Usually in a group setting like this. So you kind of see like this is the D tier of people you actually hang out with on purpose. Does that make sense? Like if D tier is just guy who is literally just there, right? B tier is like guy who is there in a planned hangout format. You understand? Like a B tier is a guy where he is part of a group that I am in where we choose to hang out with each other on purpose, even without there being like a thing bringing us together, right? But it's like, yeah, like we don't have to go to the same school. Like we will organize hangouts as part of the group and like I enjoy them. Yeah, karaoke. That's a great, yes, it's a great example, right? A guy that I will go to karaoke with. But again, for a B tier, as soon as that group, if that this is harder to do, like it's harder for like a group of friends to completely disembark than for like you guys to not be in the same math class anymore. But yeah, if that group of friends like disintegrates, I'm not gonna go follow them. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, they were cool, but yeah. Is the chat C tier? You know, you guys are, I don't want to, something, I like talking to you guys. I guess if I stopped streaming, I would never talk to basically any of you ever again. Right? So I guess that makes you B tier? Is that true? It's a planned thing. C tier? Something like that? Para C tier? Para C tier. Para C tier. Yeah. I guess if the stream is the thing that's bringing us together, as soon as that was gone, I would never speak to any of you ever again, right? Okay, so A tier, right, is basically the difference between B tier and A tier is A tier is a person that I like. So if B tier is like in the karaoke hangout, right? It's just a guy who's there, whose company I enjoy. A tier is the guy who I go to the hangout for, mostly, right? Like, it's like, this is actually the person that I want to hang out with. There is one more tier above A tier, right? And it's S tier. And there's really one difference between A and S tier that is like the big separator, right? Is if some major life event happened with me and an A tier friend, we are probably never seeing each other again, right? Like, I am going to actively try and spend as much time with the A tier as I can, generally, right? Assuming there's not more S tiers that I would rather just hang out with, right? But I'm gonna, like, I'll plan hangouts to hang out with them. I'll plan hangouts and be like, oh, cool, you know, X is coming. I love that, right? But if one of us moved to Sweden, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, if one of us is Swedish now, I'm never talking to them again. Probably, maybe like once every 5 years. It's like, oh, man, I remember you, dude. What the fuck? Hey, how's it going, man? Right? The difference there is I have exactly 3 S tiers in my life. If they killed someone, I'm helping them bury the body. If they move to Sweden, guess I have a trip to Sweden once every, like, 6 months in my calendar now. It just has to be a thing, right? Like, one of us has to die before we stop being friends. That's an S tier. Like, there is reasonably nothing, unless suddenly one of us becomes a horrible person, I guess. But even they get a lot of leeway with that, right? Like, they get a lot of leeway. Like, if they killed someone, I help them bury the body, and I will at least, and then we will go, all right, why did you do that, right? And they go, oh, it's a CEO, and then I fucking dap them up because I love that guy. But yeah, like the S tier is like there is nothing that can reasonably happen in life besides one of our lives ending or like a severe falling out that means that I'm not gonna speak to that person regularly anymore, right? I have 3 S tiers. If one of them moves to Sweden, I'm calling them weekly at the very least, and I'm coming to visit them in person twice a year at the very least. I'm like spending money to do that. You know what I mean? So S tier is basically your ride or die. Exactly, right? Whereas an A tier is someone I like a lot. Like I would call them like a good friend, right? But like if they move to Sweden, if they kill someone, I don't know that guy. You know what I mean? Like we're not talking anymore. Like if a major life event happens, I can be separated from an A tier. The event that would separate me from an S tier is the death of one of us or like mind control. Like they for 5 or 6 years they are just the worst person I know. You know what I mean? So that's the main difference between an A tier and an S tier. Like I will go to the hangout for both of them, right? But maybe also like comparatively like an S tier, I will go out of my way to hang out with, you know? I will like sacrifice sleep to hang out with. I will make my life more difficult to spend time with them because I enjoy it. You know, like if I need to work on something, but you know, X wants to hang out. Okay, fine, right? I'll just, you know, I'll work on the thing later because spending time with you is such a light in my life, you know? You sound like a great friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be. Certainly I'm getting better at it as I age. I don't think I have an S tier in my life. That's fair. I only have 3, and I mean, as of a few years ago, like as of like 5 years, as of like 5 or 6 years ago, I think I would have had 0. You know what I mean? All of my, like two of my S tiers people I knew in high school, and one of my S tiers is someone I met in university. But like I was not that close with any of them when I first met them. Like I got this close with my high school friends when we were like 20 something, you know what I mean? Even though we weren't in the same school anymore. And the person that I met in university, the person I met in university, we became close very fast. Like it was like, I met them, I met them like 5 years ago or 6 years ago or something. But like, yeah, we started to get close like 4 years ago or something like that. And it just really sped run, right? But yeah, so like that idea, apparently, the idea of a friend tier list is, some people think it's weird. Some people think it's actively rude. Some people think it's like fucked up. Some people think it's evil. Like I've gotten, I have work. You know, at this point, it's not really something that I bring up. But when I was first coming up with it, I just kind of talked about it in groups sometimes, and I very quickly found out that like none of this is okay. Apparently, now the S tiers, they all know they're S tier. I say S tier, they know who I'm talking about. Like they all like, you know. Like when I say, oh yeah, let's keep it S tier. They know what I'm saying. Like they obviously know this shit exists. But like, yeah, most people I know do not like the idea of this. Which I'm like, why, man? Like I understand that like maybe it's insult. Like the awkwardness I think is if when the tiers mismatch. If both of you guys think you guys are D tier, right? Who cares? Right? If both of you guys would agree that you are both D tier to each other, there's no offense taken there, right? It's like, yeah, you're a guy who exists, I'm a guy who exists, no one is upset, right? But it's like, if there's especially more than a 2-tier mismatch, or if there's a 1-tier mismatch, but that tier is A to S, that's where things get really unfortunate, right? If you think you're that close with someone and they just don't agree, right? I can understand that. That's where I can see that's really awkward, and that's why it's usually better to only have this conversation with S tiers anyway, because what I've realized, and maybe this is why I'm a little stupid, when you bring this up to someone and they're your friend, there's a very obvious question that they ask after you're done explaining this, and it's, what tier am I in? And if that answer is not S, it's really awkward. If you have recently met them, it's less awkward. Weirdly, this is something that I feel like I could explain to people who I just met way more easily. You know what I mean? Like if I just met a guy and they're like, "What tier am I?" I'm like, "I don't know, B tier. You seem pretty fun." They're like, "Yeah, you too." You know what I mean? But like if it's like someone you've known for like 10 years and they're like, "What tier am I?" and you're like, B. Like that, you know, that doesn't tend to fly very well. Is what I've learned. But let's keep it S tier is crazy. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. You know what I'm saying? Tomodachi life relationships basically have tiers? Yeah, man. The issue is that from the outside looking in is that maybe you ought to give people more promo matches. I do. I've had 3 so I say I had no S tiers 6 years ago, and now I have 3. I had 3 A to S promotions, right? But that just didn't work. You know what I mean? I want more S tiers, man. Obviously, like my brother is like a SS tier, right? But that doesn't really. What tier is your family, Brick? If comfortable answering, oh, you know, you beat me to it. I hate my dad. My mom, I love my mom, but like my mom is, I love her with all my heart, but she is still like my mother. Like we're not like that close of friends. We're friends, but like, you know, she's my mom. It's a special relationship. My father is the worst person I've ever known, and I unfortunately am an exact copy of him personality-wise, and my mom is bad at picking husbands, so personality-wise, me and her are incredibly incompatible, right? Even though I definitely try to make it work, right? But like, because she's my mom and she's amazing, I love her. Like, it's a relationship that could never exist. You know what I mean? Like anyone else, if we have that kind of inherent clash, we just would never become. I would never even spend any time with them at all. But because I love her, because she's my mother, it works, but it's still a different relationship. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's not like a friendship per se. You know, I love my mom dearly. I would die for her, but she's not my friend. Does that make sense? That might be a weird thing to say. My brother is like SS. My brother is like, I love that guy. Like, I would actually, I don't know, man. It's hard. I don't know, like, I love all of my friends very deeply, but like, my brother is different for sure. Like, Family has different connotations, is different tier list. Yeah, except for my older brother is like that is my best friend in the whole wide world, and I would actually sooner like kill a billion people than like see him upset, like genuinely. You know what I mean? Like it's like that's a different shit. But yeah. Yeah, my father stinks. He is the worst. But he's also mostly out of my life now and probably gonna die soon, so it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, with that crazy sentence, I guess to say on a stream, I'm gonna go because I have to go hang out with a friend of mine. So have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll keep making Christmas ogres. I'll see what I can do. And yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. Maybe we'll do a little bit more of this, some of this chatting every now and then. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. What tier of friend? Just one sec. Hold up. Okay, cool. I can check. I could check who's watching. There might be like checking the stream to see. A probably used to be S, and then like listen. Maybe B. I don't know. It's hard. Someone who I made. This is someone who I got. Someone who I was very good friends with back when I was more conservative, and I'm not feeling super comfortable being their friend like almost at all anymore. But it's not a conversation I have the emotional bandwidth to have right now, and I feel like, I'm not just gonna ghost them. I feel like they have been a good enough friend to me that they definitely deserve the conversation. You know what I mean? Like I definitely would feel very bad not giving them that. And maybe who knows? Maybe they'll surprise me. But yeah, like until that conversation happens, I definitely do not feel as comfortable with them as I used to. So that's how that is. But we'll see. It'll happen at some point soon. Must be nerve-wracking. It's not really nerve-wracking. Like, I'm okay. I like having, I'm totally fine having difficult conversations. Just more so, I know it's going to be a lot of effort, and I'm just fucking too busy right now to give it the emotional bandwidth it deserves, essentially, right? I would half-ass it if I did it now. At some point, I'm going to do it anyway, but, like, I would, there's a moment. I want to find a moment, I guess. But anyways, have fun. W brick therapy session. Indeed. I'll see you tomorrow for more horse with CM day 1. Hopefully I have an ogre by then. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for talking. Peace.